Sounds good. Sounds good. So let's go ahead and try this out. Start the game. So I get to... Oh, I was wondering if there were different classes. Slave warrior. Maybe there are not. I wonder if I get to... Oh, well, actually, maybe there are. Maybe there are, but you have to unlock them. Proficiencies. Yeah, this notion of proficiencies and things you're good at, things you're okay at, like bows, obviously. Yeah, so it looks like you can't mess with any of this. These are the starting stats. And you gain these level... These do increase as you level up. Yeah. So yeah, so sure enough, maybe there will be other class options. Yeah, when you click on it, that it fades in and then fades back out. Or fades out, fades back in, rather. Shield bash. A shield which absorbs next frontal. Frontal direct hit. Full frontal. And it breaks, deal damage based on the force block. And a cone. Alright. So yeah, no other real selections. That's the arrow keys. Yeah, so we'll try this guy then. Once the humble farmer tilled the land beneath the sun's warm gaze. Malevolent Crusaders. Probably going to learn plenty more about them shortly. Sanctuary. Alright, so sure enough, there's our primary weapon. Primary attack. There is no, so far as I can tell, there does not appear to be a stamina meter. That is always like one thing that when it comes to like the question of what is a soul's like, what is a soulsborne? Is it the hard? Is it that it's hard? Is it that there's like kind of built-in cooldowns for everything? Is it the setting? Like, what is it? And for some people, it's the resource management, and stamina and health and your healing potions. Like all these things are like resources you're having to like always on the fly manage. So this one not having stamina is not necessarily like a bad thing, but it's like ooh. So I'll be curious then, what are some other kinds of aspects that could be... Actually, oh, maybe it's the green meter. Maybe that's the stamina. Well, except no, I'm swinging. I'm swinging and my guy's not getting tired. So that's probably not it. It's the dash meter. Or dash button, rather. Yeah, same thing there. Is there a cooldown to dashing? Oh, well, there is. Well, hold on. Oh, but you can queue it up. Okay. Alright, so there is kind of that at least. Yeah, there's resource management at least with stamina. I'm sorry, at least with dashing. Blocking, I don't see anything yet. There was mention of like when you block enough. Yeah, when you block it. Oh wait, hold on. Darkness beckons. I think that's experience, maybe. And if I can look at that, yeah, this guy here. Yeah, when the shield breaks. Oh, maybe that's it. Is it durability? And block force. When the shield breaks, yeah. Just trying to recognize like when that will actually, or maybe that's it. Maybe that's like an indication that my shield's getting low. Picked up a little something. What's F? Oh, oh, this is an upgrade, I think. Currently equipped, and this is a little bit better. I can do heavy armor, so that's fine. This is a little bit better. It's got a little bit better quality. Sure, let's keep it. Oh, that was the thing that came out of the chest. And then there was also Vagrant's Cape, which I think means I do not have that. And this is one of those games. Oh, you can zoom in. That's nice. It's one of those games where as you equip stuff, it does show up on your character. So there's like a visual aspect of it, which is cool too. And sure enough, there's a bunch of characters you can unlock. Bunch of skills. Oh, in fact, that's just some of them. That's just some of the skills, probably. Banded shield. To learn about the world, if you ever wanted to, could like read a little bit about the kind of the background here. So our soul has been cursed, and we started at the obelisk. Okay. So the question is, yeah, this whole notion of the shield breaking. If there's a limitation to how many times you can block, that's what I'm kind of wondering. Oh, here we go. Obelisk. Okay. So you can attack Seemingly, I mean, you're of course limited by your attack speed, but it's not like your guy gets tired necessarily. So open that guy, but I kind of want to see what else is going on. And there is a limitation to how many times you can dash. There's a cooldown there. Yeah, there's a cooldown for how many times the shield bash itself can proc. Hover over it to make it a current target. And the shield bash, it procs automatically. It's not me doing something. That was pretty sneaky. Actually, yeah, that number's going up. This number down here. So I think it's experience. See, I don't think there's any limitation or punishment to having your shield to like blocking a bunch, unless there's like a durability. Although it seems like, oh, maybe that's just it. Maybe the shield doesn't like block all the damage, because when I had my shield up, it seemed like I took 2 damage, and then I mistimed it, and my guy took like 12. Right, shield up, right? Yeah. I'm gonna get over there. Oh, here we go. If I just have the shield up for a second. Okay, yeah, so sure enough... Oh, that guy just fell off. Yeah, I think it's when your shield is up, you block all of the damage for a bit. But then after a little bit, yeah, your guard does break and you take some damage. Not a ton. You still block most. You know, you take 1 or 2, so you can't just like turtle up forever. But we leveled up. Or we got some kind of like ability draw here. Lightning bolt flies towards the nearest enemy. That sounds cool. 13 to 17, not bad. Every third attack becomes brutal. So good for melee, obviously. And our guy is very much a melee guy. Whereas this seems to kind of go on its own. 3 axes swirl around you, dealing damage. After them kill an enemy, the skill's damage is permanently increased? Well, damn. That sounds badass. So every 5 seconds, axes will just pop out. Okay, these are like classes of abilities. But we saw this earlier. Barbarian, Windseeker. Our guy is obviously a melee guy, so going for one of these two makes the most sense. This one sounds nice for like, yeah, if you're like always doing a flurry of blows. But this one's always going to be nice. Well, which is to say every 5 seconds it can be nice. How often am I going to be doing 3 attack combos versus like attack once or twice and put up the shield? We'll probably be leaning on the shield fairly heavily since we have that ability, the shield bash ability. So let's go for this one. I could see myself kind of hiding behind the shield. Swing, 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 or swing, swing, hide again. And then what's this one? We got some equipment. So this is less armor, but you get 3 vitality. I guess it depends on how much 3 vitality would give armor. It's probably a fairly similar trade-off. I'm sorry, how much health it would give, rather. Also, I'm like, yeah. I was gonna say, would they allow me to fall off the edge? Because we saw that one bad guy fly off the edge. Are we just as susceptible to it? The answer appears to be yes. Yes, we would be. We can't get in there. Oh, that's cool. So we have to attack to initiate the blades. And if it kills, it permanently increases the damage, which is pretty dope. Also, of course, yeah, your shield has to be positioned facing a dude to be able to successfully block. Opens that thing up. How do I get at that guy, though? That guy's being annoying. Can I just go up? I could, but let's deal with these guys first. There we go. So we have an equipment thingy. Thump. There we go. He gave me a little something. Oops. Before I go that way... Alright, so that keeps going. So we got a few equipment thingies. Pretty cool sword. Pretty cool sword. It is the same. Teensy bit slower. But has damage over time, I suppose. Sure. And then this one does a little bit more armor and increased skill damage, sure. And a ring. Fire resistance. I'll take it. And just so I'm clear, All right, so yeah, so whatever we do not keep, we discard. It's not like we are building up an inventory, like in Diablo, of like extra stuff. Whatever you can't use, gets kicked to the curb. Kicked to the curb, indeed. So we are level 2, and that's kind of interesting. So yeah, we don't like have attribute points that we choose. We're not like choosing to level intelligence or dexterity or strength. It kind of slowly levels on its own. And our guy's gonna be dumb as all get up. No resistance, no innate resistances for us. Also, again, early access game. The menus kind of overlapping onto each other. A little bit silly. Yeah, 0.3 points of vitality per level. Obviously, strength is the big one. Obviously. We got Borka. What's up? Borka asks, is it supposed to be a dwarf? He is a slightly shorter. He is a shorter lad. They don't really specify. Like the dude has this mask. I can take the mask off. Oh no, I can't. I cannot take the mask off because again, there's no inventory. So I don't know. So mysterious. So mysterious. Just adds to the allure. What could he be about? What's his deal? Husk warrior. Hatch. Actually, I kind of want my blades to kill him. That way they can get stronger. Because if the blades get a kill, then they become permanently more cool. Permanently stronger, which is pretty nice. We got an ability upgrade. I can break the barrels. Good to know. A few nice things to choose from. So new axe. And it does not ask me, do I want to get rid of something? It just says, do you want to equip it or discard it? I will equip it. So we have our current sword, then we have a magic mace. It is slow, but does considerably more damage and penetrates armor really good. And it knocks back really good. I do want to try that out. It's a commitment. It is a commitment. You know, that's the one downside. You can't like try it out a little bit. You can't try before you buy. It is a full send. Yeah, he is short, but maybe not stout. I would agree. We have a rare sword, so we're going like kind of by Diablo terminology. There's like normal, and then magic, and then rare, then probably unique. It's probably like stuff, further up than that. So this has not quite as much knockback force, frost damage. So presuming there's no frost immunities, this probably does 16 to 20. And it has a little bit better range. And of course, it's fast. Does not have the penetration. Damn. Can I look at my skills? So my guy is really good at one-handed maces. And he's really good at one-handed swords. So really, they're both solid. They're both solid. It's like, I really want to mess with this. Yeah, I really want to like experiment with this guy. However, we do have an offhand. And actually knowing that this is also fairly slow. It's not that slow. It's weird how it's like you're like striking the earth. It's a little bit different. Yeah, this one's a little bit slower, I would say. Does it even say attack speed? Yeah, attack speed slow. Yeah, I guess they're about samesies, really. So we'll mess with them both. Yeah, that's the downside. I couldn't try out the sword before it was time to go for it. That's the one downside. So we can either go in here, or we could keep exploring like the kind of the outer edges. Oh, the lever doesn't move. Okay. I guess that answers my question. There's only one way to go. Only one way to go, and it's that kind of exploring that cliff area that we saw earlier. Oh wait, and there's this. It is locked. Malort is a commitment. It's funny you mentioned that, Justin. It's funny you mentioned that because I was hanging out with a friend of ours that is they're from Chicago, and we were talking about just Chicago related activities. And like the stuff you do while you're in town, and I can't remember how it came up, but he had mentioned that, yeah, it's like back, whenever we have somebody in town who's you know, maybe not been to Chicago before, there's things you gotta do while you're in town, and one of them is to try Malort. I didn't realize that that Malort was a Chicago creation. Or I don't know if it's a creation there, but it's at least popular there. Oh gosh, we got a friend. You got a friend in me. Alright, so pretty big wind up there. That's the thing too, I do have that sprint maneuver, so if, or dash rather. So if dodging, or I'm sorry, if blocking just ain't doing it, I do have that as an option. And also, I'm guessing I don't have a healing. If I do have a healing, it is not clear to me. Which is kind of unusual in today's day and age to have a Soulsborne game that doesn't have healing. But, you know, this is not a traditional Soulsborne game at all. This is more action RPG than anything. So, tutorial boss is Deadzo. And of course, when it falls off the edge, that's fine. It slurps over to me. Yeah, so tutorial boss is done, so. But anyway, yeah, so Malort apparently is of Chicago fame. And, yeah, it's apparently awful. Yeah. Yeah, apparently it's awful, and it's more fun for people that have had it before to watch somebody else try for the first time and just watch their face contort into various expressions and stages of disgust. Where it's like, and you're watching them and you're like, yep, stings a little bit, doesn't it? It's pretty painful. And, you know, I'm having this conversation, you might thinking to yourself, well, Alex, you're just casually enjoying a little drink, right? Well, I'm drinking a cream soda right now, so I play it real easy when it comes to beverages. I just go for things that it just tastes nice. That's it. That's the extent of it. No further considerations. Does it taste good? That's all I care about. Increased fire damage. We don't have fire damage. Let's stick with what we have right now. Rare boots. More armor. Barbarian skills. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. A rare mace. Bramble Thunder. More strength. More hit points. Lightning attack. Better chance to proc abilities. Frost damage. Stick that right inside my hands. And let me slap some bad guys with it. Let me spank some motherfuckers with it. Keep what we have right now. The barbarian skills thing makes that pretty sweet. Lose it all and you die. Yeah, so I'm clear. Yeah, I do not see a healing ability. Doesn't mean that we don't get them, but I don't see one. I do not see one, but we'll see. We shall see. Also, one thing that I need to be aware of is that a lot of times when I play games like this, I assume that the cursor, like the cursor like dictates where I'm going to be swinging and where I'm going to be blocking, and it is not at all based on your cursor. It's all about WASD. I wonder if there's I'd be curious if there's a control setting for that, and I don't think that there is. If there's a control setting that says mouse dictates the position you're facing, not WASD. I'm guessing the reason they don't do it that way is to make it congruent with gamepad, so it's like fairly samey. But yeah, that's like one thing there have been a number of times where I would take damage and I'll think to myself, well, what the hell? I whip my mouse around only to realize, oh right, this is not a mouse dictates movement or orientation kind of game, Alex. It ain't that kind of experience. Which makes it even more appropriate then for me to be very choosy about relying exclusively on blocking. So I saw this down here. I wonder if there was anything down here. We could drop down. Probably. We could probably drop down. I don't think... Oh, I think that's the starting area, actually. Is there a map? There's not appear to be a map. I think that's the starting area. Let's see what else is up here. There might be like a switch to enable that switch or something. Because that switch wasn't working. Oh my. Well, not what I expected. Anybody have tentacle teeth tentacles on their bingo board? Does not move. It's an elevator. It's just a shortcut then. Okay. Lever does not move. Oomst is you. You finally arrived. All kinds of things. All right, well, let's talk to this person first. You're first. Take a look at my wares. Sure, you're a shopkeep. Take a look. Too few friends to be found around these parts, they say. Well, I'll be your friend. Forever. How much gold do I have? I have 41. So, skill rerolls. So I can't upgrade Swirling Carnage. Well, actually, that's what I'm assuming that is. I'm assuming it's an upgrade. Yeah, +1. You could reroll the shop. More experience per kill for the next 25 enemies. Interesting. A limited experience bonus. Which presumably could include bosses, but it's just a flat +2, not like 10% or something. Temporary. Or actually, is it temporary? I assume it's temporary. It just gives you plus something something. Remove 1 skill if you don't want it. Right, because it's a roguelike. You're building like a limited like set of abilities. Yeah, I wonder if these are limited time, because it would probably say if it was. We don't do magic damage, and attack speed is nice, but it's only 5%. This is... It actually doesn't say if it's two-handed or not. I guess we assume that it is one-handed. It does less damage than my mace. It's faster, though. What do we got here? A little bit better armor. More knockback, which is cool. I might just save up and go for the Swirling Carnage upgrade. That'd be the way to do it then. I mean, this is nice. It's good. I mean, yeah, I mean, the force strength is really good. 3% dodge chance. It's like, you know, those kind of percentages are pretty small. Interesting how this has the up arrow. It's the same thing that we have. Oh, we're upgrading our existing stuff. That's what it is. So you spend, if you like what you have and you want to like upgrade it or like just, yeah, enhance it slightly. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold off and see if I can come back with more of the juice, so I can get my my Swirling Carnage leveled up, which is already a +2 right now, or level 2. So the stars spoke of my arrival. I guess that means I'm special. So we have our prophecies. Okay, slay the undying champion, which we did. No, we killed the. Oh, yeah, that was the first boss. We got that guy. Undying Champion has died by our hand. Prophecy's been fulfilled. Achievement unlocked. We got some cool new stuff. And more prophecies are now available. This is what I assume that means. New skill available? Oh, wait. Oh, okay, these are prophesized. Okay. We're gonna kill that guy 2 more times. These are side quests, I guess? Yeah, these are like, progression, side quests, and if you knock these out kind of along the way, as you're, excuse me, going through your adventure, excuse me, then you unlock these additional abilities. Okay, cool. And that's what we saw, yeah, here. Okay, so we saw in this list here. There's a bunch of them. Okay, so new menu tab available. Very cool. Anything else? No? Okay. And then this is probably going to heal. Yes, but not fully. Oh. This is... I have no points for this, but we could spec into a... Is this like ability stuff, or is it just attribute points? Okay, so it's various enhancements. Presumably permanent. Presumably permanent. Cool. But, and it heals every so often. I don't know how many times you can use it. So I wonder how we get those purple fellas. Purple boys. Maybe that's like a rare find. I'm curious if there's any mention to how we gain those the stars is what they call them. Yeah, so I can't click any of those. Okay, that's fine. So now that that's done, so can I enable this as a shortcut? Still not. All right, what's going on here, bro? This is some this is kind of like the first time you see, oh, what's her name? Not Quelaag, but Quelaag's sister. You see her from a distance, you're like, oh fuck, what is this? But no, they're talking to you. They're not necessarily a boss. I haven't. I mean, I don't know if this is a Dark Souls situation where if I like attack an NPC, they attack me back. Like if you can actually hurt them. So I'm not gonna challenge that. But this person with all those teeth and tentacles, they would probably eat my entire ass. So I'm not gonna challenge fate here. If you linger for too long, you'll get marked by the curse. Say cross the chasm. All right. Your tentacles hurt? No, not innately. They're neutral tentacles. Neutral tentacles. What's up, Chuck? It says, what is this game? So this is called Heretical. It is in early access. It has some Soulsborne kinds of things going on. There we go. There's the title drop, baby. It's got some Soulsborne stuff. It's got some roguelike. It's got some Diablo. It's got a lot of stuff going on. I'm liking it so far. It's really good. This came recommended, and this is again, it's early access. And I was, full disclosure, this is a review copy that I'm playing. I got a review key through Lurkit. Lurkit is one of my preferred platforms when it comes to getting review keys and that kind of thing. So it's pretty cool so far, though. Ouch. That shield has helped me a lot, although the dash is also pretty nifty. Got his ass. And look at that. I was asking earlier, I wonder how we get those little stars, and I think that's our answer. I think that's how we get the stars. I think we have to find them in the environment. It's got arrows. I stunned his ass, and I'm just gonna keep whipping up on him. Oh yeah, I can just stun lock his ass. He's donezo. Can I open this gate? I can almost like get my little ability to proc. No, except they're fucking throwing shit at me, aren't they? Yeah, they're throwing firebombs. Firebomb launcher. Yeah, wasn't that great timing? Yeah, exactly. What is this game? Heretical. Is it an MMO? No, it's all single player, at least so far. I don't think they have any intentions to make it. Well, certainly not a massive multiplayer. There might be, like, local multiplayer. Like, small form, but I don't think they have any plans to do anything big. Decay resistance. I don't think I know what decay is, but vitality and all resistances? Oh, yeah. And also, it's called Magic Cape, and if I zoom in, you can see it's, like, kind of blue, which is nice. So that door being closed is a bummer. Plague rat. Oh, that might be the decay. Oh, I'm getting decayed, all right. There you go. That I do appreciate the AOE of the maces that kind of ground pound. So, what do we have available to us? Probably still with Barbarian. I'll still look at the other ones. If you're doing a lot of dashing, you can plant traps, which is cool. If you're doing a flurry of blows, that's a really good one. Or execute. Every third attack becomes brutal. Okay, well, we saw that one earlier. I feel like I should continue down the Barbarian line. Right, there we go. So that even includes weapons like this that have a single attack combo. It's not like you have to do a 3-hit combo. Just attack 3 times. So no, so I've got that queued up. So my next attack is going to be devastating. Devastating. Yeah, it's a slow weapon. This thing that I've got right now. The other one though, the axe, is much faster. Now the one downside with my current loadout is that there's a lot of like visual things going on. Yeah, the axe is much faster. A lot of visual things, a lot of things bouncing around. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to see what's going on. Sometimes with all the swirling in action. Speaking of swirling, we can level up one of these two things. I really like the idea of this one because the fact that it increases permanently whenever you kill something with this is pretty sweet. So that, I think, has to be the most excitingest. Got some items as well to look through. Way better armor. Less skill damage, but more hit points and just amazing armor. Oddly enough, this is lighter armor, but it's heavier. But it's more armory. Decay resistance, quality of items sound, sure. And then Let's see. This would be an... Oh, yeah, very slow. And it's a staff. I don't think my guy can really use staves. So I'll stick with what I have. Got them both. You can break open barrels, but so far they haven't revealed anything. They haven't, like, shown us anything. Got some more items. Yeah, nicer armor, physical damage, resistances. I'll take all of it. And just like that, our guy's like... If I go over here... Our guy's looking pretty dope. You know what? When Chuck asked if it looked like... If it was an MMO, I can kind of see why. Because it does have, like... The character models, at least, kind of have a vaguely... World of Warcraft... Or at least, like, Warcraft 3 kind of vibe to it, which I do enjoy. I do enjoy that kind of old school styling. The haters will say it's dated, but I think it's classy. I think it's classy. What's this guy's story? Is he a side quest? Are you a side quest? He says it hurts like... Oh, no, the other guy said it hurts like hell. We got shock value. What's up, buddy? The stream info. Yeah, I don't love it. I don't love it, shock value. It's weird because some of the stream info is up top and others are on the bottom. I wish they would just commit to all and being on one place and just being done with it. So, yeah, I'm not the biggest of fan. Not the biggest of fans, rather. It says the rats got me good. Into the gutters. You clear a path forward, I'd be awfully obliged. Oh, and then he disappeared. Did I do it? Is the path cleared forward? Also, is there fall damage? Yes! Wow, that was some fall damage. Wowzers. Thems were some fall damage, so I don't know why I'm surprised. It's a Souls sort of like game, Alex. What were you expecting? I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting. Whip. I got the contents of the chest, I think. Yeah, I got that. And again, no healing. Which is a little scary. Also, no, the explosions are a little bit louder. Oh, God. I wonder if those little, like, the throwing things can hurt them, too. I don't think it can. I was hoping it would. I'm gonna turn the sound effects down just a little bit. Turn the ambience down, too, I think. Now, the downside of using the axe, I think it's very good. But the downside is I'm not getting the shield stuff to proc. You know, that shield bash is a really nifty ability. And of course, the fact that it does help me take less damage is nice too. Cool. Oh, he's stunned. When he's stunned, that's the time to strike. Hell yeah. Got his ass. Yeah, they're saying that, like, when you mouse over somebody, you'll kind of lock onto them, which is nice. Like, that is nifty. But, also, the camera has rotated. Yeah, the camera rotated this time, which is kind of cool. Ouch. That was a little bit laggy. That's okay. Yeah, they did break my guard, but then I broke their faces. Yeah, that AoE of the mace is really strong. It's really powerful. That combined with the swirling of the axes, that swirling axe ability is pretty sick. That's a good combination. So, I mean, I like the axe a lot. I like this thing. But, yeah, this thing is... It does proc well with the shield, for sure. Is this the gutter? There was something that said E. Stomp? Nothing happens. What if I keep stomping over and over again? Rubber room with rats. What's that from, Farsa? That sounds familiar. Can I level this thing up to even do more damage? I mean, this one sounds nice too. I like them both, really. So we go all in. Full send. What else we got? Mind March. Magic boots. Way more armor. All resistances. Oh, man. I'm gonna miss the +1 to all barbarian skills. I don't know, man. That's a tough one to get rid of. But, you know, I played enough Diablo 2 back in the day. I know how useful at least in Diablo 2, all resistances can be. I don't know, man. +1 to all barbarian skills. That's too good. It's too good to part with. A bow. I don't think my guy's that good with bows. I mean, I guess the nice thing about a bow is that it is a very, like, a wildly different skill set, and it would allow me to focus on one form of melee, whereas there's no, I don't have anything else for ranged. In fact, I have nothing for ranged. So I guess I'll take the bow. Magic currency. I'll acquire. So now if I switch, now is there limited ammo? I suppose not. Yeah, there were some fellers from a distance that like, they were able to attack me, but I couldn't do shit to them. So now I can pull a fast one on them. Okay, maybe I shouldn't stand on that, though. Firebomb throwing lunatics. Hooligans, even. But you need, like, a decent angle. And a decent angle is not what I have right now on that guy, yeah. He's got angles on me. Yeah, I can't do it. Can't do it. What about this side? Can I twist their nipples from the side? Maybe a little bit. What? Oh, he's invisible. Sneaky boy, they can turn invisible. That's because they're like assassins or something. Sneaky little fellers. Also, they're just holding pipe bomb, or not pipe bomb. Well, they're kind of like pipe bombs. They're just holding fire bombs in their hands and they're not exploding. Also, their death animation looks like they're throwing it again. Looks like they're throwing one more. And it makes me nervous. I'm always like, oh god. They're gonna hit us with one more before they cash in their chips. Like, can't quite get at that guy. And of course, there's obviously a limited range. Just start a bow. Start a little bow thingy. Yeah. Can't quite get them. The nice thing, though, is that, I imagine... Probably, not guaranteed, but probably I can, if I see bad guys from afar, I can instigate an attack by shooting a bow and arrow, and then when they close in for melee, I switch to melee. All the trees with all their corpses. A much nicer. Wait, is it a shield? It's whatever this is. It's cool. Damage dealt. Channeling its power, the skull grants you... I don't think it is a shield at all, actually. It's badass. Fire resistance, decay resistance, all resistance. More strength. It's a relic. I'm curious. I'm curious to see how that plays. I'll keep with the max hit points. We don't do any frost damage. Oh, man. I wish there was an option that says, can I try before I buy? Can I experiment with this before I full commit? Because the reality is that this is probably meant for spellcasters. Whereas this is more for our guy. Block force. I should probably take this one. Unfortunately, as much as it pains me to say it. As much as I want to use a skull to block incoming damage, I should probably be a good boy. Pains me to say it. But I guess I should be a normie that uses a shield to block things and not a fucking decapitated skull like a badass. As much as I want to be a badass. They're getting all stuck on each other. Whoops. Oof. I think I blocked that. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to see. Because, you know, I don't know of a nifty way to rotate the camera. Knocked his ass down, though. Yeah, like in a situation like that, it's like, oh, we just gotta back up to get away from, like, this little camera view, so... Like, it'd be one thing... I know some games, they'll kind of, like, give you a little x-ray vision. A little x-ray view of, like, so you, the player, can see what's going on. Because obviously, the character, you know, they have eyes, they can see. It's me, the player, that struggles. So I got a little something there. Can I be an extra sneaky son of a bitch? Get them from back here? Not quite. So there are limitations on how sneaky and son of a bitchy one can be. Towns are fast. They're also dead. I feel like I should be zooming in more so we can see the combat action a little bit better. And the AoE for that mace is very, very hard to beat. That's really pleasant. I like that AoE effectiveness a lot. And yeah, I want to keep leveling into Swirling Carnage. It's just so good. It is just so good. We could go for a badass, a badass battle axe. Way more damage. It's slow as fuck. Slightly better quantity of items on. I don't know. It sounds cool, but then I would lose my shield ability, which is a bummer if I use that as my primary melee, and it's not a range thing. I don't know. It sounds great. I really did like my two-handed axe from earlier. Oh, whoops. Wrong one. I like my two-handed axe from earlier, but I realized I wasn't getting the shield benefits. That shield bash ability that I like so much. So I should be a good boy and continue using that as more or less expected. I'm curious what that's going to do. Oh god, what if it's one of those where like it gives you like a gives you a melee benefit, like a melee boost. Things are getting real weird. I mean, yeah, maybe I should have like grabbed that. What if it would have given me a temporary boost to help with one such instance? In fact, here I'm gonna sprint back over to that. What if it's gonna like charge? It's gonna like juice me up. Give me the juice. Oh, it's a ritual. Okay, we'll do that. We'll check that out in a bit. Oh, he's stunned. He's also dead. All right. Yes. What is this ritual? It takes. I think we have one of those. So I feel like I saw one of those pop up somewhere. Is it the prophecies? Oh, by the way. So, alright, so we did that one, obviously. Kill alpha rats in a single run. So specifically killing enemies with... Okay, we've only done that once so far. Travel a lot of meters. So I need to try to, like, encourage the shield block. Or the, what's it called? The shield bash to proc more often. That would be nice, yeah. Alright, so no mention of how many of these I have. Oh, here we go. I have one. Every darkness encounter increases, which I think is this thing. Enemy modifiers. Alright, so if I press this... Okay, so I get to choose... one of two blessings. Gain resistances, but you take more damage. Or I gain armor, but I gain less experience. I'll take none of these. Which is a bummer. It's a bummer I still had to spend a little doohickey. Them's are the breaks. Yeah, I would be tempted to say do less damage but take more experience. Instead of take less experience, do more damage. That to me is less exciting. I'd rather go the opposite direction. And yeah, less damage overall, but more resistances. I sleep on that one. Percentage hit points versus a flat number. I guess I'll keep with the percentage. I'm probably not going to keep this helmet for that much longer. I'm sure we'll find something else eventually. But in the off chance that we do have this thing for a long time, then sure, we'll stick with this. He's out of there. There's some fellers up top there. We can go up to the top little second floor area. We saw this doorway earlier. If there's is there a way to like rotate the camera? I'm like pressing like C. I don't see a way to do so. If there's a way to like manually rotate the camera, that would actually be really nice. Interact. Yeah, what if I hold E? Yeah, nothing. It seems like it only rotates when you're locked on onto an enemy. Right now that gate is open. You can see this walkway up here. Still need to find a way to get to that little purple shiny that's off to the distance. And this might just be it, actually. There we go. It kind of rotated automatically there. Ooh, is this going to be a boss arena? Oh, it sure will be. Matron Amara. I don't have a ton of health. I don't have a ton of health, although there's a lot of, like, very convenient and generous telegraphing of, where things are gonna go, but I'm about to say, like, yeah, looks like there was still maybe a little surprise there. Because, yeah, if they're just gonna tell us where every attack's gonna be, that is very generous. Oh, there we go. There are still some variables. Still though, that's a lot that they're telling us about. That's very generous. Oh, I was still getting got there. We're not doing a bajillion amounts of damage. We're doing pretty good damage, but it's not the bestest. Oh, shit. I turned away for just a moment. Oh, right there. Yeah, that big icicle. Yeah, we're not doing enough damage. I fear we're not long for this world. And of course, this is a roguelike. You know, there's no way we're expected to be a pro right from the start. Oh, look at this. There's also a damage check happening here. Like, if we don't do enough damage, if we don't kill this boss fast enough, we get sent into the danger zone. Yeah, we got died. The arena was slowly shrinking, so yeah, if we weren't gonna kill him fast enough, that it was gonna be curtains. So that was our first run, 25 minutes in. 2 crossings, not sure what that means, but yes. Experience gained. So that's how we did. Would we have done better if I would have invested more into the other ability? Possibly. That execute ability. So it looks like we have not unlocked anybody else yet. Actually, I'm curious. What if I say back? Prophecies. Oh, but this does persist. That's kind of nice. This does persist. So the additional skill slot we did keep. And the progress towards the other ones, obviously, we keep as well. So there is indeed some kind of meta progression, which is nice. Okay, so if I say start game, and just so I'm clear, yeah, no other character classes potentially. I'm guessing it'll be the same. Yeah, starting area. That's just familiar. Sanctuary of the Forlorn. So sure enough, we still have that shield bash ability. Oof. That was just some gold. Whenever it's a small gold piece like that, it's just a bit of gold for our coffers, not the kind of thing where it's like a piece of equipment necessarily. There we go. Shield bash just completely executed that man. Alright, so what do we got? Better helmet? Yes. And then a bow? Sure. Oh, I didn't want to discard. No, I wanted to... Ah, that's a... I clicked it, and then I thought I was clicking yes, but I should have read. I should have read. Oh, well, that's okay. Let that be a lesson, maybe, where maybe I was leaning too heavily on the bow earlier anyway. Because that's a downside, since I was leaning so heavily on the bow for, like, some of those encounters. It meant I was killing the bad guys from afar. And that swirling axe thing, you wasn't getting a chance to shine. Wasn't getting a chance, rather. And I'm trying to, like, find opportunities for the shield bash to proc. That way I can kill more bad guys with the shield bash, and I can get that unlocked to happen. Also, we never freed that guy, did we? I couldn't find a way to open the door earlier. Maybe that will become clear soon. Maybe something will reveal itself. Ouch. Yeah, he broke my shield, or broke my block, that is. But we still only took a little bit of damage. So yeah, you have to, click down here. You don't just click and say you're good. Click down here. There we go. So now we got this thing. And actually, I'm kind of curious. How are we doing on the prophecy situation? The prophecy sit. So we're about halfway. This shield bash thing. This axe looks awesome, but I should probably continue with this guy. Taking a bit more damage than I would prefer, TBH. There's something that was... Oh, there he goes. There's something that was causing me to heal sometimes, and I guess it's when you level. 'Cause I just leveled, apparently. Ouch. But it wasn't a full heal, it was just a partial heal. That guy, got him as well. So here we go. Fire Sage Barb. So Swirling Carnage. Let's do a different one. Execute was pretty cool. Fiery. Yeah, let's do this one. I mean, really, both of these could be cool together. Come up, Sheena. Let's do this one though. Oh no, don't deselect. Yes, confirm it. Do that. Oh, and this door is still open, isn't it? Because I think... Oh, wait, no, never mind. Yeah, this door was always open, I think. There was another area earlier that we had to press a button to open up a separate passage. Some more pieces of equipment. Lightning resistance, yes. I'll take it. Shield or better shield. Intelligence, fire resistance, and a little bit more block force, I'll take it. Armor or shitty armor with dexterity. I will keep the old. So now I can talk to this person. I couldn't talk to them earlier. Or maybe I could and I just like didn't press it right, but for whatever reason we couldn't earlier. Did you open that door? Forgot what freedom tastes like, they said. Arrow for hire. Prophecy fulfilled. So what did we get? Playable character unlocked. New class. Oh shit. Hold on to your dicks. It might even be an arrow fella. Tizian, the Lost Ranger. Cool. Death's Gamble, the Trickster. Very nice, very nice. So it's an environmental thing, presumably. Finding buddies and leveling and unlocking them is finding them in the world. In a world. Ouch. So I've... Oh, actually, no, I was wrong. That did require a switch to open, so presumably any switches we open stay open. So, of course, bad guys respawn. No surprise there. Get the other prophecy fulfilled. That's kind of nice. Which means I think I want to switch to the axe, because the axe does way more damage. So doors stay opened, and of course, unlocked characters stay unlocked. More block force, but slightly less armor. I'll keep with the armor. I want to look at the axe compared to the sword. Oh yeah, yeah, no question. It's just this thing's amazing. Sword's a dinky little dingus sword. This is a big dick swinging, big cool guy weapon. We'll be able to block, you know, anything obviously. Ouch. Now on fire. So have to be relying more on dodges. Oof, okay, I'm kind of getting fucked up a little bit. Oh god, I'm getting fucked up a lot. All right, time to go back to the shield. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I was talking shit. I was talking so much shit on the shield. All right, that's a lesson learned of like, oh, it's fine. I can just lean really heavily on dashing and then forgetting, right, the dash cooldown is a little bit rough. I shouldn't say rough, but it's something I have to like really accommodate, really consider. We'll call that an opportunity. An opportunity to try the new fella. So, not nearly as much armor, obviously. A little bit of melee. Much more about bows, obviously. Starting skill. Increased attack range and has a chance to slow enemies on hit. Shoot missiles towards all nearby enemies when attacking. Oh, but there's a cooldown for it. Okay. Let's try it. And that'll just happen on its own. I don't have to like press a button to attempt that. And I don't have a shield. In fact, I don't even have an offhand. Which means that one boss battle, that tutorial boss, is going to be a little bit tricky. I can shoot him out of the sky. That's kind of fun. One-shot those fucking dudes. You can kind of dodge and shoot. That's kind of nice. Okay. Short bow or magic two-handed sword. I mean, that sounds amazing. It sounds amazing. God, I would have loved that from my other guy, although I still would have died, let's be real. Yeah, that sounds super cool, but I need a bow, obviously. Sharp short bow. Sharp. 2% critical strike chance. 2%. It is technically an upgrade. It is absolutely by its definition an upgrade, so yes. Yeah, I feel like I need to be zoomed in more. I mean, I tactically speaking, it's easier to play the game zoomed out. Especially with the archer where you can see all the dudes. So like just ending right in front of him. And I need to find more opportunities to be zoomed in. It's because it looks cool. Gotta have it looking cool for the views, man. The dash takes 5 seconds. 5 seconds to cool down or to recharge a use of our dash ability, which is our only defensive option as the archer fella. I don't know how to open this one. That's still a mystery to us. What's this? Wrap boots versus magic resistance and skill duration. Sure. Vagrant's cape. I'll fucking take that shit. Boop. I know a whole 2%, right? Amazing. So generous. So opulent. And that's our first level. So I think I'll do execute because I presume that includes ranged attacks, probably. Although Dragon's Breath could be cool. Fire damage and a cone in front of you. That's only, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, sometimes bad guys will be in front of us, but always will be able to attack bad guys with, like, you know, with like a third attack. Like, that's always an option. Just one shot, that nerd. That's the guy that was the one that dude that like would always just fling himself off the edge. Yeah, multi-shot, beautiful. We got that execute to proc. The next attack should be an execute if I've numbered this correctly. Oh, that was sick. That triple shot, oh baby. This person's great, although I might struggle when it comes time for the boss battles. You can tell I'm struggling to open the barrels, though. Oh, you can just walk into the barrels. It really is the Dark Souls game if you can just walk into the barrels, then. Padded armor versus this guy, which has... Oh, because it's heavy. Yeah, and our guy doesn't do heavy. I'll keep the old shit. Magic boots versus... a little bit less armor. Attacker takes 5 damage. I mean, that's nice, but 5 damage will drop off pretty quick. Skill duration... We'll keep the old. Take the ring, decay resistance, and intelligence. I will equip it. Alright, and then another one, and that is a wand. Which would be an offhand, I guess? I'm kind of curious. Yeah, it's an offhand. Oh, it's a little wand you got. That's so cute. It's not much. It's not much, and obviously it does less damage. But yeah, for a spellcaster, that would be, you know, super good. Two. There's the third one. So the third one it does proc the execute. As expected. One shot that heckin' dude. Ouch. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Whenever there's like a break like this, some kind of like little opening, I'm always like, ooh, am I supposed to jump down there? Also, can I just leave? No, the gate does close. So I'm a little bit concerned about how even less damage this guy's doing compared to the earlier dude. But at least we're like able to be at a distance, whereas the other guy was melee. He had to be up close. So with this guy, it's like, yes, I am reliant on the dashes, but I'm not putting myself in the danger zone as often. I don't have to get up close and personal to get his ass. So because he has no ranged option and he has to like take time to get to me, that allowed us to kind of seal the deal there. So that was much smoother. So shield melee is going to be the strat for that guy. Shield melee or ranged. In fact, we probably could have defeated that guy as our previous build, as our previous melee guy, by switching to the bow. Anyway, so Swirling Carnage, I don't know. It was cool, but I feel like I am more inclined to look elsewhere. A lightning bolt flies out, or the one that does a cone. We'll try this one. Try this one. It sounds cool. It says every so often. I don't know if that is every so often after I attack or what. Also, I don't know if these placements are unique for every character, for every class, but we have one of these things now. Well, I mean, I picked it up. I don't know what happened. I don't know what it did, but we found a thing. It was not a gold feller or a red feller. It's not money. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Then here's these nice folks. And still can't use the switch. The switch down below doesn't work. This one doesn't work either. You finally arrived. Here's this guy again. We can't afford jack shit. This guy just gets fewer monies per round. That's maybe a thing too. Maybe I should have come back here and I should have like bought some stuff with that first character, but oh well. I will fulfill this prophecy, which I thought I had already fulfilled, but I'll definitely fulfill it now. You will find Tizian the Lost Ranger. Right, which, that's who I'm playing right now. Now, maybe I messed up. Maybe I wasn't supposed to be able to use this character, this class, immediately after unlocking it. Maybe I have to go to this person here to, like, cash in the reward. We done did it. Also, this one. Oh, not that one. Wasn't there the one where it was... Yes, Porcupine. So now I have this. I have the unique shield. I guess, like, it can spawn. I guess that's what that means. It's not. It doesn't mean we have the shield. It just means it can appear. Physical damage while using a bow. We'll be working towards that one for sure. Oh, you know what? Maybe that's it. Like, if it's a character unlock, that becomes available immediately. But you can't work towards the next kind of unlock in that line. Because there's obviously like a line. There's like a tree. There's kind of an implied tree or progression system here. You can't progress into the next one until you cash that in. So we have that available to us. Kill 40 enemies while using a one-handed sword, which is more relevant for the other class, obviously. Slay 100 enemies with fire or physical damage while using a two-handed sword. That's cool. Very badass illustrations. I like that. Couple 1,000 meters, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, alpha rats. I don't know if we've seen alpha rat. We saw the hounds. Saw the hounds earlier. But no rattos. Actually, we don't need the heal. Our guy's full health. So we're good there. Gloom beads. Why is that red? Damage take. Oh, we take more damage, but we deal more damage. Of course. Glass cannon, you fucking know it, baby. You bet your sweet titties. Rarity of items, sure. Death Impaler. A dinky little piss-ass cracked wand for piss, pee-pee, piss, poo-poo babies. Or a big dick swinging battle axe. Well, not battle axe, but cool axe. Yes, obviously. And another rare currency. Oh, I think we already found that. Now it's just saying we're like... We get it. We got that shit. But I do not know... Wait, do I have all the... Oh, no, I was gonna say, do I have all these characters? No, these are the people... The people we've met, including the characters we can play as. Okay. So, yeah. I remember when I looked at the compendium, I was like, oh, shit, look at all these classes. I have no idea how many classes are going to be. Now, granted, this game is early access. So it wouldn't shock me if there was more beyond whatever this menu might kind of imply. There's plenty more bad guys to see as well. weapons, lots of like, obviously these are weapon archetypes as opposed to explicit weapons. You know, there's like the rare versions, the magic versions, all that shit. Two-handed swords, bows. Yeah, so there's no crossbows necessarily. There are staves even. Maybe that'd be under wands. Hard to say. Yeah, maybe, and of course we haven't equipped any of them. Maybe that's why they don't show up yet. Okay. So our guy can fuck with axes. And it is one-handed. So if we were in a situation where, yeah, range just was untenable. I'm kind of curious, actually. Just out of curiosity. They do pretty comparable damage. This one's a little bit faster. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think, would there be a reason to switch from the bow to the axe if I was forced to do melee? And I don't think that I would. I think I would continue like trying to kind of backdash, that kind of thing. I would try to make that work in my favor. This gate is up. Oh, maybe so I don't need to heal, and I would rather save the heal. But maybe I have to use this. Yeah, that opens it up. And now, oh, that's what these are for. That's what these are for. Cool. Cool. Strength, hit points, dexterity, movement. Yeah, this one, obviously. My guy's a Dexy boy. That's the thing, too. This dude is much more attuned towards shooty pooty absolutely and much less towards physical shenanigans. Now, this way is forward. Talk to this person again. You've returned. Yeah, and they recognize that the same force controls our character. We're a different person. We're a different character, but the same player controls them. Stories intertwined. Intertwingled. When my prayers are answered, I might be able to see the way forward. Your fate is your own. Confirm that if I shoot them in the tentacles, they give 0 shits. Probably for the best. Do I get the title drop again? Welcome to Second Crossing. So I didn't even get to introduce myself to the first crossing. Where the guy got me. I just got. But there's the little electric thingy procking. That's pretty cool. I like that. Works very well with this character in particular. Very good at pissing everybody off. Between the multi-shot and the electric arc thingamajiggies, our guy's just a little shit pisser. Overseer. Oversee these nuts. 10 experience. And the door is open, so the hounds can try their darndest. Try their darndest. And it's pretty generous. It lets you... It seems like whenever you dodge mid-attack, it's still... Some percentage of the animation still goes off, because I'm still, like... Or maybe it buffers it so the animation fires when you land from a dash. Because I feel like there's a number of times where I'm, like, dashing and shooting at the same time, which is really cool. Blam. I mean, I hate to say it. I don't want to make it sound like I'm like sounding ungrateful. I'm doing very well as this build, and I think it's because this might be easy mode. Oh right, they go invisible. The bow and arrow might be easy mode. Relatively easy mode. I mean, I got tickled a little bit there, but I mean, look at this. It's just a little silly. We're just kind of running circles around these nerds. So much so I forgot I had stuff to level into. So Executor's Spark. Tempting. They're both pretty cool. Oh, I like how the cooldown goes down as well. That is pretty nice. Additional damage. And it's a flat number. Yeah, probably that one. That's gonna be great for bosses. And let's be real, that's where the majority of this kind of focus is going to be. standard encounters and mobs are one thing, but bosses are, that's the big one. Did I get him? Yeah, 5 experience. Especially given that a boss cleaned my clock earlier. Although that shrinking battlefield, that shrinking arena is going to be an issue for this class. For our range fella. Lightning resistance? Sure. So now we have to choose. Well, hold on. Oh. So, currently equipped. How do we determine which of these is going to be replaced? How do I say drop this one and gain this one? Because these two are currently equipped. Well, I don't know. Well, yeah, I'm trying to think. I think the boss we're gonna fight is cold resist. So the lightning resistance isn't a huge thing, and really this gives you fire resistance, yeah. I guess I don't matter. I guess I don't, like... It's not a huge issue which of these I would drop. But if given the choice, I would rather drop this one. So I'll say this one. Select 2. Oh, 2 rings to keep. I just noticed that. Yeah. 2 rings to keep. So definitely that one. Yeah, probably this one. Okay. That makes that feels nicer then. Resistances, but attack speed. Guild. It's a recurve bow, which is quite a bit more damage actually. Yeah, more damage. Yeah, medium armor. Yeah, that's good. Rare axe and a magic sword. I mean, I'm not gonna use either really, but I'll keep the axe, the old one that is. No, I can't use the little fire thingamajiggy. That guy does not have the goods, and it even says as such. We one-shot the little fellers, and we two-shot those guys. Husk lava. Not lobster, lava. Oh my god, the fact that it auto-shoots to all enemies in your vicinity is hilarious. 140 crit, huge. Huge and juicy and tasty. So going up, that'll lead us into that same little boss area. I'm gonna see if there's anything else we can do. The little boss area was cool. Ooh, spooky. But I wanted there's other areas to check out. I'm doing this in opposite direction. We lit him on fire apparently. Not sure how I lit him on fire. Something I have must have like 2 fire damage or something. And armor penetration. Yeah. I do like the spark thing. But I'm definitely picking a favorite here. Definitely picking a favorite. Yeah. The two-handed sword looks cool. It really does. It really does. Assassin's boots. 13 armor. So slightly slower walk run. I'll just choose not to get hit. Just don't take damage, bro. Or at least not physical damage, because the pale wind, nice. At least not physical damage, because it has magic resistances. So that part's cool. Inquisitor. Ouch. Can't really see what's going on, but there we go. Got him dead. This guy kind of cleans their clocks, man. Kind of fucks them up. Got another one. Execute. Fucking keep going, baby. Keep on keeping on. Oh, man. Really good axe. All these two-handed... Or a really good sword. All these two-handed swords. It sounds amazing, but... My guy's he's a bowman through and through. I must treat him as such. Now, again, I know those barrels... like stray boxes, they never have anything for us. I keep stomping. They never have anything for us, but I will continue to run over them with the hope that something cool will happen. One of these days. Looks like a pretty cool game. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm very much enjoying it. Like, I can feel the early access isms. You know, there's a couple moments where it's like a couple little things that need a bit more polishing, obviously. But just, yeah, on its own, I am enjoying it. And Shock Value, I know you've mentioned before, it's like, I tend to play a lot of games that are maybe not always to your, you know, to like, wouldn't be at the top of your list. But here's the one that, oh, this might get the Shock Value seal of approval. I am liking it. It's very fun. This is heavy armor, and my guy would lose a walk run bonus, which would be a shame. It's not a gigantic penalty. It's not like, oh god, 50% walk run speed loss, and you lose a bunch of abilities. It's just a little bit slower. 12 hit points. I don't know, though. I feel like this guy lives and dies on his movement speed, because I have no shield, obviously. The second I make my guy slower... Ooh, plague rats. The second I make my guy slower, so that he can have better armor, is when I start, like, kind of building in the wrong direction for this class. These are plague rats, not alpha rats. We have that one bonus. Turn the sound effects down a little bit. We have that one bonus, which is to say... Or side quest, which is to work towards those alpha rats. Effects are still a little bit popping. I don't, maybe it's ambience. Like that gate opening was like very loud. So we'll go there in a second. See, I remember we came through here earlier with the previous character, that is. I think the boss we fought was up top. And that's that. So let's explore down the other direction for a bit. There you go. That's right, Dungeon Crawler. That's right, Dungeon Crawler Shock Value. Although I wasn't sure if you had been playing that before I was playing it. Because a number of our other streamer buddies were playing it as well. So that game was very much something special. We already... Oh, yeah. Yeah, no question. And I bet it makes us look dope hell as well. Hell yeah. Look at our guy. We look so cool. Want to see my guy. Yeah. Well, okay. He actually looks a little bit less badass in this screen. Maybe a little bit less badass in this screen. But yeah, I'm liking this a lot. Yeah, it looks less... I want to say less World of Warcraft and more Warcraft 3 with this like overall aesthetic and design. And that is not like a bad thing. I'm not saying that's like a downside at all. For HP, keep holding out for a good bow, baby. Keep holding out. Give me that good bow. Give me that good. Snipe that fool. Can I like lean over? Oh, I can get his ass. Work. Can't. Oh, I can zap him. I hope I made him real mad. I'm just like one-shotting all of his friends. Do you think he's really sad? Good. He should be sad. The whole point is to make the bad guy sad. Says I saw it here first. There you go. You heard it here first, folks. Debuting the good stuff. And all jokes aside, that is something that I do legitimately enjoy. I do legitimately enjoy when someone says like, "Yo, Alex, I checked out a game that I saw you playing, or that I heard you recommend, and I tried it out and I fell in love with it." It's always like really flattering when somebody says like, "Oh yeah, I saw you streaming that thing. It looked really cool. You seemed to be having fun with it. I checked it out. And now I'm loving it." Like I don't really have any desire to be a, and I know this is a four-letter word, an influencer. That's not really like a thing I'm ever pursuing actively, but it is a nice little feather in the cap when someone is like, "Oh yeah, your taste in video games led me to something that I enjoyed." Because obviously my taste in video games is correct. Obviously, I'm just kidding. But it's fun when there's that kind of overlap, you know, that Venn diagram overlap. Trembling dog cowering beneath a makeshift shelter. Can I give him pets or food, like a sandwich maybe? Tale of maltreatment. Cautious gaze shifts towards the echoing footsteps of the Inquisitors. Unspoken suffering. Oh, that is sad. Oh. Can I free the puppers? Oh wait, prophecy acquired. Okay, acquired but not fulfilled. How do I pet the dog, or like give them water, or like give them food, or adopt them and have them be my best friend forever? The beaver dam guy, if he looks complicated, like I don't know if I understand the beaver dam fella at all, and I think it. Oof! I still got hit. I think it's one of those where I won't understand it until I like start fucking around with them. I have to fuck around before I find out. Like, a lot of the characters are fairly self-explanatory, but that's one where it's like, ooh, that takes some, like, studying. It eats the wood things, but doesn't use them. Oh, jeez. You just gotta get your head around it. Right, yeah. They kind of fuck around with it. They make some incorrect assumptions. Sounds like maybe they could tweak the descriptions of things a little bit then. So, slightly worse walk run, but other nice things. Oh, it's magic resistance, not all resistance. Alright, I'll go for it. I'll go for it. It's only a 1% difference. Keep the bow, obviously. Increase knockback or skill duration. Skill duration is more what we're going for. And they're invisible. I can still snipe their asses. Like their corpses are invisible for a bit as well. This build is very, very good. And like I said, I don't want to sound ungrateful, but it might be noob friendly. Replaces wood items function with a give block to the dam equal to your strength. As long as the dam is alive. So build up your strength and you keep the dam alive and it's tanking for you, yeah. Yeah. So it's weird. It's weird for sure. Death Impaler, and then a magic axe, which does more damage. The minimum is more than the maximum for that guy. And I mean, I'm never gonna use this thing, obviously, but max hit points. I wonder if that's only while you're holding it. Let's find out. Let's find out right now, actually. Hard bracers, assassin's gloves. Probably this one. Yeah. Oh, it is only while you're holding it. Damn. I was thinking like, yeah, I mean, it's on my person. I'm not holding it in my hands, but I'm equipping it sort of. So should I get some of those other benefits? No, you do not. It is not one of those kinds of situations. Oh, talk? Wait, I was like, wait, talk. That looks like a fella. Like a bad fella. It's a strength ramp build? Right, yeah, so it's a limited. Limited in what you can do with it, I suppose. I do not have the plague. I'm Mauler. I'm hiding from the Inquisitors. So there you go. Sometimes it is worth breaking some barrels. You might find a friend. And going around wrecking my home. What have these barrels ever done to you? I was asleep, you would have cracked my head open just now. I'll give you a coin. It's called even for now. I have a feeling we'll be seeing more of him soon. Soon. So, the prophecies. I want to take a look at those real quick. We're still working on that one. I've killed one Inquisitor. Since unlocking this, that is. No alpha rats. Doing a pretty good job on traveling meters. Nothing with swords, obviously. Breaker of chains. Killed it. Right. Yeah, there's that one. So yeah, so we're like avenging the puppers that we saw earlier. Avenging the doggy. By taking out the Inquisitors. And yes, this item, the Pale Wind, once we cash this in, we'll be able to spawn. Which is actually not that good of a bow. 3 to 5 damage. I mean, it's fast. I guess it depends on how fast we're talking. And it does... Actually, that's nice, too. The fact that it kind of grows with you. So that is cool. I don't know. I don't know if it's that good. But it is cool. Okay. We made that friend. I'm sure there'll be more where that came from. And then I get his ass. His ass has been got. His ass is next. There we go. And we got Drenay. What's up, Drenay? Playing a cool little roguelike, Soulsborne, Diablo-esque kind of game. It's called Heretical. And I'm intentionally zooming in my camera. We got the burden. One of those burdens. Nice. Trying to zoom the camera in a little bit so like we can like see the pretty visuals a little bit better, because the temptation is to play zoomed out all the time, but it doesn't look as good. I've inquired on the Inquisition, and also we leveled, which means we cannot level that other ability anymore, so I will only level into the Spark ability, which is nice. But that Execute ability has been so good. They're hurling bombs at us. I probably should have like hit him first because he was hot to trot. He was hot to trot, so I'm quick. I was this to piss. He's done. He was stuck in a corner in kind of an awkward spot. Who's throwing shit at me? Some kind of shit thrower? Justiciar? Justiciar. I misread it. I thought it said Justicator. How does one justicate? Big crit on that, on the hound. The evil hound. That's the bad hounds. There was the good hounds we saw earlier. Overseer, but I hardly even know her. Imagine using bows. Pretty cringe, am I right? Using a bow. I sleep. That shit out of here. Oh, we're doing well, though. We're doing well. This game is very good. This game is very fun. It is early access. I don't know what the like development timeline for this game is necessarily, but it is early access, and I think it entered early access fairly recently. Get this available to us now. Yeah, I want to say it entered early access in October. That sound right? So it is, you know, fairly early on in its availability, but I'm digging it a lot so far. Really enjoying myself here. I'll go ahead and grab that, sure. Although I don't have shields. Right? I don't use one-handed weapons even. Knockback, skill duration. It's only a difference of 1 armor. I'll probably stick with this one. And then, ooh, rare helmets. So instead of crit chance and 14 hit points, I get cooldown reduction, elemental damage. We do some elemental damage, sure. Yeah, we'll do that one. And the frost resistance will be helpful for the other boss battle, I suspect. Ritual, what do we got? We can, you get less HP healed per level up, but you get better cooldowns. Or you get better duration. Skill duration, but you take more damage. I think I'll take this one. Oh, what's this now? Now choose a price to pay. I thought that was the price. I thought that was the price. Or I could say, eh. I could say leave it. Lose 40% movement speed, 50% dash speed. Probably movement speed. Dashing is too useful. It's nice that it's a temporary loss, a temporary issue, temporary skill issue, if you will. The detriment is not temporary, obviously. That persists, but at least this aspect of it is less brutal. What is the name? The name is Heretical. I want to say Heretic, because there's that game I like called Heretic that's a Doom-like, but yeah, this is Heretical. And I don't know who or what is heretical. I don't know if we ourselves are performing heretical acts by daring to vanquish these bad guys, or if they are the heretics that we're purging. Also, I'm just gonna guess that we don't want to go into the stank cloud. Gonna guess the stank cloud is not recommended, not covered by our insurance policy. Oof. Ooh, that was a big hit. That was a big slappy hit. Sloppy and slappy. We might be getting to the point where I might want to look elsewhere. 10 more kills while we're moving slowly. Let's see if this, like, hurts us. Whoop. Okay, no poison. I'm worried about the stank cloud, though. Is the stank cloud gonna hurt? We don't have a lot of HP. I'm nervous about the stank. Yeah, Heretic and Hexen, yeah. Yeah, because we were playing Hands of Necromancy. Hands of Necromancy. And that game is very obviously and very deliberately inspired by both Heretic and Hexen. And I've not played Rise of the Triad. I've seen gameplay of it. It looks very silly, very over the top. It looks very fun. Welcome to Blighttown. The bloody rats. Give the rats hell. Yeah, this is the guy we saw earlier. He was like, I need you to kill the bad guys to clear the way for me, please, because he's wounded. Yeah, Rise of the Triad. That's what I really ought to play. In fact, there was the Ludicrous edition. Rise of the Triad Ludicrous edition that came out a year-ish ago that is like enhanced and remastered a little bit. There was the remake. There was Rise of the Triad remake, which looks like 2013. I heard that was just kind of okay. Yeah, I've heard the remaster. Not the remake, but the remaster Rise of the Triad is pretty good. So I still can't really fight. Just do me one more favor. These rat nests. I can't clear them on my own, but clear the way, please. And I'll be your best friend. That will lead me to the Rat King. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. There's an alpha rat. I have a vested interest in killing 5 a year of your kind. Your alpha kind. Now, I'm not going to question how and why these rats were holding pieces of equipment. That's an easy level. Yeah, why the rats were holding a deadly battle axe. Man, wasn't I just making the joke just the other night? You kill a squirrel in Diablo 2 and they drop a battle axe. Maybe not a squirrel, but a rat. Regardless. I'm still holding out for a better goddamn bow, man. God dang. God dang, they're teasing me at this point. Y'all are teasing me. Yeah, I wanted to see if I can break those boxes. There we go. Now I feel like I've accomplished something in my life. For once in my life, I've accomplished something. Take that, Dad. I'm just kidding. My dad's awesome. I always have to give that caveat whenever I make that joke. Fuck you, Mom and Dad. I turned out to be something. It's like, no. My parents are fine. It's just a bit. They're both cool. Max hit points, barbarian skills. Yeah, that makes me happy. 5 more kills and we will get back to our regular movement speed and I'll be feeling so strong. So strong. Man, rare boots all day, every day. Good lord. Good lord. So, the strength is not a big deal for us. Dexterity is huge. Dodge chance is nice. Barbarian skills. Yeah. Yeah, they're both good, but this one is the obvious choice. The barbarian skills part really alone. And, well, that and the dexterity. That's crazy. Crazy good. Some fellers over there. Do like that we're kind of in now more of a close quarter sitch. Although my guy does less good at close quarter sitches. But it's like that kind of dungeon dwelling kind of shit right there. And we're almost okay, we're back to full movement speed, which is nice. Ooh, except I got hit there. That was less nice. I'm gonna dodge through it. Oh, 1 HP. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. We at least killed that guy from beyond the grave. We exacted our revenge. Level 9. So the first guy, we got to level 1. And we did alright. That guy, we got to level 9. It's a shame we never got a bow upgrade after the second one. We got that bow, and it was great, but that was like the second bow we got. Well, third bow we got during the town area. Never got anything beyond that, unfortunately. Got a billion battle axe and two-handed sword options. Ain't that some shit? I like that class a lot, but like I said, it's man, it's kind of an unfair comparison. It feels a lot easier. Let's do another run as this guy. That way I can like, well, for one thing, we have a lot of abilities and unlocks that are more geared towards melee builds. So let's do this one for a little bit longer. This class that is, but I need to use the restroom, so give me just 2 minutes. I'm like embarrassed how bad I got rolled earlier when I was like, I'll just use the two-handed weapons. They're way more fun. And then I was like, oh god. Then I got to the tutorial boss, you know, the starting boss. Just that first gateway that says like, that asks like, all right, can you handle what we're about to throw at you? And the answer was no. No, I cannot. At least not with two-handed things only. Like, man, I got fucking rolled, bro. I got rolled hard. And of course, this guy is generally, I think, more built towards shield stuff, you know, using the shield, if not just with that shield bouncing thing, that the shield, what's it called, shield bash. Like, that's pretty powerful. The damage on break is a flat number, but I'm guessing that does increase over time. I'm guessing. So this guy's probably like inclined, I'll go for that one, probably inclined to use that ability more often. You know, use one-handed things so you have that shield available to you. The only downside with the shields, and you were hearing me gripe on this earlier, less armor is sad, but that's pretty badass, yeah. And yeah, so I just lost quite a bit of armor between those two interchanges, but hopefully it'll be worthwhile. But yeah, the shielding thing is weird. You're hearing me gripe on it, and maybe that's the point. Yeah, you know, I like look how much we rotate pretty quickly on our own, and then the second you put the shield up, actually, well, no, you rotate pretty quickly. I was about to say, like, maybe the whole idea with it being slower like that is that you're like your purse is full of poise and restitution. The whole point is to be having your guard up, so if you were like able to shield and move around super quickly, it would kind of get in the way of that. But yeah, I wish there was a way to maybe a little bit more easily have the oh shit, have the shield, or just the direction you're facing, be based on where your mouse is facing. I know the game had specified that, yeah, if you hover over an enemy, then your character will auto face them. You hover over them, your guy will auto face them. But sometimes I'm like not hovering over a bad guy, I'm like hovering in a general direction. Like I can see some bad guys, or there's several of them, and I don't want to have the mouse on a specific dude. So I don't know, I'm trying to think if there's a reason why you wouldn't allow for the player to just have that the way you're facing being oriented based on the mouse. I don't think it'd be like a huge deal breaker between like mouse and keyboard players versus gamepad players. Of course, again, we're a melee guy, and we're getting beat up pretty good. Let's use that though. Ouch. There definitely is like a bit of a break in between when you attack and then when you right click for the shield to go up. There definitely is like a moment where it kind of takes a second for the shield to actually go up. It's not instantaneous, nor should it be. It makes sense to be a little bit of a cooldown. An upgrade, by the way. So, Cryomancer. For every few seconds, an ice spear. Seeking enemies. It's frost damage. That's cool. Increase crit damage and crit chance. When you land a crit, the bonus is lost, but you get a buff that temporarily increases your attack speed. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Frost damage and shield status. So that's like not a ton of damage and more about slowing bad guys down, probably. You deal damage, crit chance and crit damage goes up. 10%, 3 seconds. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this is probably more appropriate for our guy. And a couple of other toys to play with. Two-handed sword, very nice. Magic necklace, more damage taken, more damage dealt. I think I might not take that one. As the bow fella, it made perfect sense, but as melee sword guy, I feel like we gotta be a bit more tanky. And less ouch. Of course, this thing's hilarious, but yeah, it's not very much a wise choice. But yeah, we need to be more tanky and less glassy. Tempting, but I've already made a number of other choices that prioritize strength and damage over armor. I was just saying I really ought to find more opportunities to be a tanky boy. Can't all be about damage. Ouch. Sometimes we gotta be smart. Or attempt to be smart at least. think it was a passive dodge, the thing that just procced just there. See, I thought that was gonna kill him. There we go. Now we're good. I'll take this thing. Frost resistance. Good for that one scary boss battle. That is assuming I get to her. No guarantees. No guarantees. Scary boss battle. She was scary. If I get to that one fella, we'll be able to kind of cash in some of these cool abilities. All right, I'll bite. I'll bite. I'm kind of curious. What is this exactly? Okay, so it's kind of like a wand. Kind of like the wands we saw earlier. But really good range. Really good range. It's a really good ranged ability. Does crazy good damage. So this would be nice in those situations where I'm trying to snipe somebody from afar. Dare I use it against this boss? I'm gonna try to be a good boy and use the shield. But we know that there is something to be said about like keeping your distance and using range stuff. It did work really well when we were fighting against this guy as the axe fella, or as the bow fella, not the axe guy. We are the axe guy. Actually, we're the sword guy. Wonder how we know when he gets stunned. Oh, it's probably that white bar. There we go. That's exactly it, except I couldn't capitalize. Yeah. Going in on shield mode is the fucking strat for this guy. No question at all. Being able to block and not relying only on dodges when you're in melee range, that's the pro strat. And with that, we've collected all of the... Well, I haven't collected, but we've fulfilled the prophecy of killing that guy 3 times. Vagrant's Cape. I'll take it. Appropriate. Very appropriate. And that one's good. And... yes. Yes, it's slower, but I think worth. Oh, and another one. Another one. Windseeker skills. I mean, we don't have any of them, but we might take some eventually, so sure. Yeah, it's a little bit slower. Beard hair? Yeah, beard hair, yep. A little bit slower, but not that much worse. I mean, the other one was fast, this one is normal. So it's not ridiculous. And the damage is quite nice. Quite nice. So the star fellow that was down there is no longer available to us. There's Execute again, which is very good. We could up this one though. I feel like I like Execute a lot. It's a wise choice for this character. It's a shame you have to use that heal. I would rather save it, honestly, but them's the breaks. We're getting a lot more money with this character. That's for sure. Yeah. What's this guy? Rare axe. I don't know, man. This early on, I feel like we're gonna bounce and get another axe or another weapon even fairly soon. So I kind of sleep on those, but I have several of these fulfilled that I can cash in. We got this one. Got an achievement for it. That's cool. I fulfilled this one as well. Shazam. Got an achievement. Hell yeah. That's what's up, baby. What's up, Meerkat? Yeah. Yeah, valid. Valid, Meerkat. That's a rabbit hole that a lot of us are susceptible to falling into, and it's never a good one. It's never an enjoyable one. Cock check. Who's floppy? You just assume that my other arm is doing things. I'm like 25%. 25% flops right now. So fire physical damage using a two-handed sword. Yeah. I mean, you know what? I guess if nothing else, I do have a vested interest to use two-handed swords there, but I don't have a two-handed sword right now. One-handed, obviously, that's one we're working towards. Kill the fellers, justiciars, and overseers and inquisitors. And this one, we have done? We have not done. Right, these are things we're working towards. Kill 10 bad guys in 60 seconds. With that, we could have done that one. We probably did do that one as the Archifella a billion times over. Oh, it's got to be a single run, because we killed like 3 of them, I think. Discard 50 items. That's happening in no time. No time, that's for sure. Any others that I have not... that I've completed but not cashed in? I think we're in good shape. We're in good shape. I'm 100%... Oh, I thought you meant 100% hard. Oh, and nut. And the nut. Nut. It was a flaccid nut. which I imagine are probably a little bit awkward. Yeah. Yeah, reading about the dystopia, yeah, it's, yeah, I try my best not to doom scroll. I try my best to limit my dooming. Oh my god, I'm gonna doom! I try to, like, limit it. But, man, we all get got. It's yellow. Is it piss? Oh, it gave us a bunch of stuff that time. It's because it was good. That's because piss is good. It's healthy. Perfectly healthy. And a bunch of fun stuff to play with. Magic mace. I mean, the thing is, it's only a little bit more damage. The armor penetration is nice. But, hit points is nice too. I don't know. I like this one's a little bit faster. I would need it to be a pretty juicy mace for me to go up. For me to trade up, rather. Knockback force. I don't know. I have attack knockback force. Sure, I'll take it. That would be actually helpful for this guy. Lightning attack. Armor penetration does sound cool. It does. Windseeker skills, though. No, again, we don't have any Windseeker skills. It's the thing. I'll stick with this for a little bit longer. It needs to be a pretty good mace for me to make that jump. Fire resistance or fire resistance? Doesn't really matter, obviously. And they keep giving me just okay maces up against my okay axe. Give me something juicy. Magic sword. It's fast. More crit strike damage. Yeah, everything's just kind of okay. Nothing's really grabbing me. So it did persist the fact that we picked up one of these earlier. So now this meta progression. Well, it doesn't like keep the. Oh, I just noticed that. Yeah, it has the. It's the shapes. It's the shape of a shield. That's a shape of a. Well, I don't know what that's the shape of. That's a shape of a bow. That's kind of cool. I like that detail. So yeah, it keeps what you've collected across all of your characters, but it only. But the selections are for each run, and you have to prove yourself. You prove yourself by beating the tutorial boss, the intro boss, in order to make it worth your while. So there we go. And look at that. This is now open. So now we could, if we wanted to, we could skip a bunch of those intro sequences, which would include also skipping the boss. So we could skip the boss if we wanted to. But at the same time, you get experience, you get money. I don't know. I think it's worth it. Fighting the boss, that intro boss, fighting all the fellers. And we got Noah Twitch. What's up, buddy? I appreciate you popping in. Thank you for the kind words. It's very, very sweet of you. It's good to see you. We're playing a fun little game, by the way. A very cool little game that's called Heretical. Anybody who takes a look at this might say, whoa, Dark Souls, but like Warcraft 3 graphics. And, which is not an incorrect, like at least visual summary. Would get a specific prophecy, by the way. And gameplay wise, it also has some Dark Souls isms going on for sure, but there's also some roguelike aspects. It's pretty cool. Do I have a follow age command? I don't think I have a follow age command, but I think I might have. Do I have hours? I've been in the channel for, well, that's not quite the same, obviously. Yeah, I don't think I have a follow age command. Or something that does that. Although I know there's a website where you can look it up. Maybe? Am I right? Do I have one that has a thing we can look it up? Maybe. I can't remember. I think there used to be a way, at least. There used to be. Kill 50 enemies. Oh, that's easy. Darkness curse limit. Curse limit. I'm guessing that's like these things? Like item slots, maybe? Or maybe it is... Oh, curse buildup. Oh, that's what's been happening then. It's as we kill the bad guys. So there's like a... There's kind of a two-edged sword then happening where... Yeah, as you kill bad guys, You get experience, you get items, that kind of thing, but the bad guys get stronger. So the curse buildup means that it takes a little bit longer for the bad guys to get those enhancements. Those natural male enhancements. Natural villain enhancements. Villainous enhancements. Also, we got this cool, very slow but very strong ranged weapon. I want to snipe that guy from afar. No, I can't do it. It's too far away. Too far away. But yeah, look at that. Bam! Do one more. Is there an AoE? There is an AoE. That's huge. Fucking sick. Sick shit, bro. Hell yeah. Yeah, so it's not the same as Follow Age, but it is a kind of just a fun cooldown, or a cooldown. Fun thing to use for funsies. That stab is hilarious. I'm kind of curious to eventually unlock, hopefully unlock a spellcaster fella. So we can fuck around with spellcast, and that seems very fun. It would be very difficult. Seems like spellcasters always tend to be glass cannons in games like this. Can I stun him? Oh, he's stunned. Oh, and he's really sad. Ouch. Can't see shit. He's dead. Yeah, he's a bow and arrow fellow, so I might as well full send. Oh god. It's at the hounds. Release the hounds. Ouch. Inquisitor, I'm gonna go back to the bridge. Mono a mono that shit. One cast, bam. Yeah, that was attacking twos. Took his ass to the cleaners. Good shit. Yeah, been falling for a while. Oh, that's super nice of you, bud. No, I appreciate that, and that's perfectly understandable. I mean, the number of times, like maybe I'd maybe see one of my friends who know me in real life, and they'd be like, "Yeah, Alex, no, I love you do the streams. Like, I think it's great, but it's like I don't really use Twitch all that often, so I never get to catch you live." And that's perfectly fine. You know, it's never an expectation or an obligation, and you know, I'm happy to have people that that check up on us every so often, see what we're up to, but. No, there's never an expectation. I'll never think to myself like, oh, so-and-so hasn't showed up in a while. I bet it's because they fucking hate me and they want me to die. It's like, no. Everyone's busy. They got their own shit to work on. I can't expect everyone, or really, I never expect anyone, really. That's the thing. I never expect anybody to show up. My baseline for was it a good stream is, were there more than 0 viewers at some point during the stream? And for the past, how long have I been streaming? Since 2016. 2017. For the past 7 years, that answer's been yes, very reliably. So I'm always happy. I'm always a happy camper. So it's a low bar. A relatively low bar. Also, the reality is that I went for, a good, well, that's the thing. I started streaming with a schedule in 2017, but before that I streamed fairly infrequently. And during those infrequent years, there were whole streams where it was 0 viewers. Or maybe 1 viewer. Maybe D-Man would hang out with us. So I remember those days. I remember those days of 0, maybe 1 viewers. And those days keep you humble, man. Or they make you humble, rather. So that's the other reason why, my bar for success is maybe a little bit lower than how it is for other streamers. Yo, I sniped his ass out of the sky. That was dope. So yeah, it's a different bar for success. Not better or worse, just different. But it's something. It's a fun hobby though. That's always how I summarize the stream. Whenever someone's like, "Oh yeah, Alex, how's the stream going?" I haven't really popped in a while. I always say the same thing. I was like, "Man, it's a really fun hobby. Continues to be." Oop. Got his ass. Yeah, continues to be very fun. Lots of all these great games to play. Man, oh man. Got a number of really cool streaming buddies that are always fun to hang out with. It's good. It is very good. Block force skill duration. Only a 2 block force. I think I'll go with that guy. Not sure what skill duration really does for our guys' skills. Death Gamble and Execute. Neither of those really have duration, so to speak. Oh, the buff duration, though. I see. Yeah, but it's a very, very small amount, so no, I'd probably stick with what we got. Snipe that fool. Prophecy fulfilled. So we don't get the benefit for it yet. We have to cash it in to get the full benefit. So if it's a character unlock, that does become available immediately. But otherwise, you have to cash in a prophecy by going to the person in the base area. Just don't drop the base. A rare mace. Oh, it's a sexy one too. Damnation Star. It is slow. It has significantly higher armor penetration and has all these nice things. I'm guessing great enemies would be maybe bosses? Probably like the Inquisitor levels. Maybe not bosses, but like something that's slightly ascended. I think that shit's one-handed too. Strength through all resistances? Yeah, probably that one. We have a fairly... Ooh, that one's very armory. Yeah, I wonder how much armor helps compared to, like, resistances. I think the all resistances is probably helpful. Probably more helpful, that is. Ooh, yeah. But here, though, yeah, look at this. Like, we have a couple of resistances, which is nice. And some increases to our damage, which is great. Oh, this is also increased to physical damage. And 7 to strength. Damn. That might just get me, man. The armor is nice. I'll be sad about losing resistances. But this has several increases to damage. Strength and in here as well. So yeah, that's pretty sick. Our guy's looking pretty kitted out, man. Just like earlier. We're looking pretty cool. And really, this is not that slow. I mean, yes, it's a slow attack speed, and I recognize that. Oh, that was not the one we succeeded at, by the way. The one we succeeded at was this one. Walking 10,000 meters. So yeah, it says it's slow attack speed. But I guess of course, it has 7% attack speed added. We have probably a few other things that contribute to it as well. Yeah, it feels pretty good, honestly. Not super slow. Not super fast either. I don't have any of those thingies. Alright, time to switch. Oh, wrong button. Oh, I switched mid. I tried to dodge mid animation. I just kind of slid away awkwardly. That is one nice thing about that kind of ground pound, that area of effect that the maces have. I don't have to get quite as close to affect the bad guys all the time necessarily. Sometimes I can use that AoE to really blast them, which is pretty sweet. And of course, this has a pretty nice AoE. And again, it really does a nice job of allowing you to dash. That's really nifty. You can dash out of an attack animation, and it still allows the attack animation to finish. It's not like it interrupts the attack. You have to attack or dash. You can do both. You can have your dash attack cake and eat it too. Got him with the shield bash. There you go, baby. Pretty close to a level. Oof. That's what lit my ass on fire earlier. Unfortunately, that as much as I like that, it is very slow and inefficient. There's a level, which means we healed quite a bit. And blast this fool. There's a guy right there. Where's that guy? What's that guy doing? What the hell? Can I hit him? Oh, it didn't show the reticle, but yes. It doesn't show the highlighted reticle. That's a little bit awkward, but that's okay. Do I want to go for the rat areas? I feel like our guy would do pretty well against the rat person. The rat area, rather, given that we have really good AoE and we are close quarters. Whereas the bow fella... I remember saying, like, oh, it's kind of cool being in close quarters, even though our bow guy doesn't do great in those spaces. Oh, wow, yeah, just better across the board. You look so cool. I don't think we can reach. I'll try it, though. Wow, not only can we reach, but we fucking critted and instant killed his ass. Coming down. Where are they going? They got scared. Oh shit. They got scared and or confused. Maybe a little bit aroused. Guess if it crits, it's enough to instant kill. Wonder what that... It's like a lingering effect. Like some kind of lingering... Like there's like a little like swirly thingamajig. Damage create enemies, yeah. Slayer, yeah. It doesn't really say. Maybe it's nothing in particular. Or maybe there's some kind of damage over time that we're applying and it's just not explicit. But yeah, there's like a little swirly thing. Is it damaging him? Let's see if it goes away. It does go away on its own after a bit. Interesting. A rare staff. Sure. Magic attack, frost attack, still very slow. But it's icy. And it does very good damage. That's pretty cool. That is pretty sweet. And the downside with killing that person is we got the burden now. We got the burden, which means that, like, now bad guys are a little bit stronger. I don't know how much stronger. You know what? Let's go for that boss battle. I was talking about that earlier. It's like I keep thinking, like, man, I wonder what that boss is hiding. If anything, that might be a dead end. But I don't know. I feel like for a game like this, there's probably something over there. Let's diddle some of these fools. If I could get one more level before we start that boss, that'd be pretty sick. Like that was a level. Also, he's stunned. Oh, they're both stunned. And I got a fucking crit of 365. That's delicious. So we got a level. Or the execute please and thank you. We're ready. Full health too. Full health. Oh man, if there was ever a time to challenge that scary boss lady that does, like, what was it? Frost damage, I think. Now is the time. Can't quite affect those guys from here. I think it was up this way. Now, dare I take a look at this guy? I'll take a look. So, more dashes, but more darkness gain per kill. Attack speed. And you lose, but you have slower dash cooldown. I'm tempted to go for that one. 60% cooldown reduction, or just lose 40 hit points. This one's gonna be rough, but I think we can do it. I think we can do it, baby. So it was right her. And I think, given that we've got really good damage, we just stunned the shit out of this person. We got really good damage. Last time we had not as good damage for, like, close quarter stuff. I had, like, gone all the way in on the rotating axes thingy, which was cool, but not as cool. Oh my god, yeah, our damage is so much nicer, so much juicier. Can I go for a no-hit kill? Like a fucking mega stud? Like a cool gamer? Yeah, this is not even a comparison. Yeah, we're just running their entire ass. Oh, okay, I took a little bit of damage when I got outside the arena, but yeah, we just wrecked their entire penis. And we don't have access to this. Magic seals bar the way. Magic bars seals the way. Just bonk them slowly. What do we get, by the way? Better the trickster skills thing. Whoops. Okay, good. It didn't. Oh, that's actually good to know. That's actually really nice. So after you do, or not even after, when you bring up this menu, you can say, give me a bit. I want to, like, play around with things. You can say resume, and it doesn't cancel anything. It's still available. So if I wanted to say, well, for one thing, I want to look at this. What trickster things do I have? This guy is a trickster. So, yeah, that's a shame. That +1 is pretty cool. The resistances thing, though, yeah. I should probably focus on opportunities like that to increase our stability. Crit chance, magic resistance, please. Please and thank you. Better shield, yes. 1,000 times, yes. Very, very good. Okay. So we're kind of exploring this area. There's fellers over here. Fairly beefy looking fellers that I can maybe snipe just a little bit from afar. I fucking blasted that fucking dude. Got his ass good. I got you good, fucker. He's stunned, which means he's as good as dead. Okay, now he's as good as dead. It just took a second. Yeah, get frosted. And then get critted for almost 300 like a fucking stud. Like a mega stud. Delicious. Magically delicious. Oh god. Is this one of those automatic circumcisers I've heard of? Automatic circumciser? It's more of an analog circumciser. Looks like there's a person there. What if I grant them clemency? What if I exercise mercy? Will I be rewarded in kind? Cool helmet. We lose a bit of block force, but get really good thorns, more armor, decay resistance, and all other resistances. Say we go for it, baby. Say we fucking go for that shit. Otherwise... Oh, yeah. This is probably leads... Because, yeah, this is like the rooftop stuff we were seeing earlier. There was like some rooftop stuff. This guy. Yes. So now we have more of that meta progression currency. And then... Okay, so there's still something on this other side, I think. Yeah. Yeah. There's still that guy. So there's still the question of how do we get onto this structure? We can even follow this along. Wait, can I just walk in that from here? Because I can't rotate the camera. What about from here? No. Oh, that's on the other side. Okay, so there's more where that came from. Okay. Alright, I'll bite. What happens? What happens if I use the automatic circumciser? Dead. That's it. Okay, I thought maybe there would be like, oh, you've unlocked an achievement unlocked, or a new prophecy is available for you to fulfill. Nah, you just fucking killed the guy. Good luck. Or good job, rather. Hope you're proud of yourself, Alex. How could you live with yourself? Did that guy just fucking take a shit outside of his house? Did he just stick his ass out the window and just take a fucking dump? It's probably not that. It's probably like poison attack or something. That's probably what it was. But it's more funny to imagine that was just some guy's ass and he just fucking dumped some shitty shit. Who's this person? Where am I? No clue how much time I've spent sitting here. And then they leave. Prophecy fulfilled. Profane practice. Playable character. That's a spellcaster. I think. Elementalist. Sounds spellcastery. Profane practice. Find Ruvius the Elementalist. And a cool new skill as well for Fire Sage class. Good shit, Batman. And now, wouldn't you know it, now this answered my prayers. My prayers and my wet dreams that I have on a hourly basis on how to get to this guy. Oh no, I went too far. Oh, and too fast for that matter. You gotta slow it down. Gotta slow her down. I was like, oh, I'll just drop like a rock. No, my guy just fucking launched. He had that momentum. So 3 dash charges. That's pretty good. If I was a speedrunner, I'd be really excited about that. But I'm not. Yep, there he is again. Blech. So I gotta be very, very careful as I approach that. That fall damage is rough. We just fought like a fire or a frost witch and turned her into tiny little frost witch giblets with nary a care in the world. Whew, still almost slipped the other side. But it took some fall damage and I about shit my entire pants off. So what else is up this way then? Begs the question, what else could be up this way? This game is very good. I'm really digging it. Yeah. I appreciate the branching paths. I appreciate the feeling of progression, of unlocking new characters, and that sense of meta progression. I know, again, that's something that some people do not like when it comes to roguelikes, but I'm vibing to it quite a bit, actually. There's definitely room for improvements. You were hearing me harp earlier on, you know, if the mouse aiming with blocks in particular was a little bit more if there was more options available to it, I suppose. But I'm having a good time here. Very fun game. The doggos, the hounds. We crit that guy like a boss because I think our death's gamble. Not gambit, gamble procced. Ooh, can I blast his ass? No, but I can blast his. Oh yeah. Ass? Question mark? Blasted. Period. But are his homing in on me? Also, yeah, whenever you are in a situation where you're like in the middle of an animation and you start to walk back, your guy will sometimes like have it like levitate, not levitate, but just kind of like, well, yeah, like levitate, just kind of slide forward or backwards. We got another prophecy thing. Was it one that I completed? Was it one that's available? Oh, I think it was this one. Yeah, I think we got that one. Oh, no, it was this one. Hell yeah. The deprived, more like depraved. Those hounds are quick. But not as quick as I am. Actually, that's not true. They're way faster. Oh, but I stunned him, and he's critted. That Death's Gamble is very good when it fires. Sometimes it fires inconveniently. Something I've noticed. Sometimes that you know, as we're building up our crit stack, our crit charges. I've noticed that, yeah, it like gets into a state where it'll fire and like crit, do like a 300 damage on something that has like maybe 10 HP left or something like that, or just a small enemy. But when it procs on a really big juicy fella, then it's great. Also, a cool rare sword. But man, that we lose so much damage. I mean, I know it's faster, which is great. Elemental damage, knockback, damage to great enemies. Like, that's awesome. But ours has a lot of those kinds of things too. I'll stick with what we got. They're both good. And of course, we started with such a shitty little sword, so that would have been a huge upgrade from what we had earlier. What I have right now is still so good. Thing is still clearing their asses very well. Blast his ass. That being said, I do feel like I'm getting the hang of recognizing when and how to angle the shield properly. Angle my where my guy's facing, that is, for blocking incoming attacks, that kind of thing. I feel like I'm getting more confident with it, more comfortable at least. Sick level, bro. That's a nice thing too. We're really able to stun the shit out of these guys. They have a lot of armor. Like, these guys have a lot of armor. We're able to stun them really, really well. It's nice. And also, I recognize this area. We saw this area earlier from the other side, so we'll have to kind of clean back around. Level up Death's Gamble, yes please. Movement speed, resistances, sure. Magic ring, yes please. Also, I'm kind of curious. Hold on, let me blast this fool. He's getting a little bit too cozy. Too close for comfort. Let me stun his ass. More stuns? Yes, please. More stuns means more funds. Also, I never actually checked out the second floor here. So I'll do that right now. Was there something? I thought I saw like a use interaction point. No, it's just this guy. And if I want, I can probably be a menace. Whoa, okay. I can't be a full menace to society because that guy is able to reach me. But not for long. Yes, I can be a menace to society. As long as I don't overreach and fall off the edge like a dumbass, which I could absolutely see coming. A really cool melee battle axe, which does a dick ton of damage. I don't know. I'm really enjoying being a sniping little son of a bitch. It's very satisfying. Being able to just be a menace to society. And I guess by society, I mean these villains. who are probably also menaces to society themselves. I feel less bad about it. And look at that, we get this guy now. Open this gate, so now we have this shortcut always available. Ouch. It's not that guy, hell yeah. In fact, I think there's another... Oh, I guess... Oh, this is the intro, okay. Because, yes, there should be another... one of these devotees' burdens if we wanted to invest into. Oof. Ouch. That poison is not great. I'm guessing the poison is decay. I'm guessing. It's because there's lots of mention of decay resistance. I don't think I've seen poison resistance. You guys are wimbly bimbly. I don't know if they have like some kind of dodge bonus or what, but they're sometimes a bit hard to tickle. There we go. That's another thing too. Another slight nitpick. If there was some kind of like outline of what our guy looked like, or where our guy was rather, and where the villains were whenever we're in that kind of situation where we can't really see past the wall, because you know, it's one thing if the human player can't see it, but or rather if like the character, the person we're playing as can't see it. But yeah, it's a situation where the character, you know, from their perspective they can see, but the player can't. So it'd be nice to have that be there was like just a little like kind of sneak peek or some kind of like little view into what's going on in that instance. We got hit points or movement speed. Probably hit points. And also it's percentage, which is nice. Vitality, block force, yes please. Resistances though. I want to look at what my resistances are right now. Pretty good. I mean, it's another 10. And yeah, decay is poison. Confirmed decay is poison. 5%. How much would we lose? Exit points 288. 5% of 288. Not too bad. I don't know. I think the hit points probably are better. 10 resistances is good. It's very nice, but I think the hit points are a little bit nicer. Ooh, Farsight has a good one for us. It's a nice, pleasant one. Pleasant and aromatic and full of protein, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, let me switch to that one in a second here. We'll just kind of cleave back down this way and vanquish a bunch of the fellers that are on that other side of the town area. We already opened that one up. He definitely left a bunch of them open. And of course break the boxes and barrels when you see them. So I guess that means the only area left to explore is the Rat King area. We have to kill the Rat King to probably open up that next little spot. Of course, we can be a sneaky fella and just snipe from afar. And I will do some of that probably. Except this is harder. Yeah, that's a bit of a harder sell. That's okay, we don't need it. I still sniped him. If I go up close, hit him with a shield. Do it. Get shielded, you idiot. There we go. Alright, let's go and do that now, actually. No time like the present, right? And this truly is a gift. This truly is a present. A gift to us all. So... gonorrheal fecal urine was our previous label affixed to our water bottle. Anyone's curious And sometimes it's not so obvious. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to see when the webcam is in like small mode. It's a little bit more obvious when it's, you know, with the label out in big webcam mode. It's a little bit more obvious. So, to everything, turn, turn, turn. Including this one. Nice, and this one's a nice and simple one. I appreciate that. If my water bottle were like larger, had more surface area, I would actually go this way. And so I could write smegma really big smegma. That's the only real downside here. But we still did all right. There we go. I did run out of room at the very end there. Should I redo it? I feel like I could do that better. Let's do that better, yeah. You know what? This one is worth doing it legit. Because the A kind of gets cut off there because it's in like the darker part of the label. There we go. I feel like that's more fair. More fair and more legible. Let's go with that one. It feels right. You know, I feel like there was an injustice there, and we corrected it. I'm basically like Batman. Basically. We're basically the same thing as Batman. I basically just left the Joker an upper decker. I basically just shit in his toilet bowl. Same basic idea. It's the one deleted scene from The Dark Knight Rises that what's his face? The fucking Christopher Nolan, there we go. Christopher Nolan was too afraid to keep in the movie. Give us the upper decker cut, you cowards. Give us the toilet cut, please. Here we go. Label out. There we go. Nice, refreshing glass of smegma. Delicious. Bottoms up. Bottoms up and the devil laughs. There can be no confusion. Is it dick cheese or regular cheese? I'll never forget where I was the first time I heard the phrase dick cheese. It irrevocably altered me. The consequences were never the same again. Dick cheese. It's one of those where it's like, oh, it's like, that doesn't mean what I think it means, does it? And then it's like, oh, yeah, it means exactly what you think it means. It is precisely what you fear. What we fear the most. That's kind of cool how I got a hit on that guy, stunned his ass, and then got the heck out of dodge, and then critted him for 415 damage like a stud. And also, I broke those chains, I broke those cuffs. $33 delicious crit damage right there. Another level for the death scamble, please and thank you. And then a yeah, I would say a better shield. Not much better, but better. It's the little things. Little things in life. Over here is where the guy... Oh, wait, no, it was not over here. It was somewhere else. I think it's a little bit further down. We saw the dude in the barrel. Got his ass out there. Sick cheese. Dick cheese? Nah, bro. We on that sick cheese grind right now. Sick cheese, bruh. Yeah, that's when someone has really good cheese at their house party. You say, man, I love Bill's sick cheese. Bill has the best sick cheese, but someone like mishears you from the other room is like, you just compliment that guy's dick cheese? Kind of weird, but also kind of based. Complimenting another man's dick cheese. Like it's an unusual compliment, but like also kind of based. It's kind of nice, actually. You know, it's a nice thing to encourage. Not like the usual kind of like way to gas up your homies. But we're still kind of down for it. Yo, I just kind of fucking shredded their asses. Get your ass shredded, my dude. Here's where the guy was. He was not there this time, though. And also I take showers. Well, actually, to be honest, I guess that's the thing. There probably are different categories of dick cheese. Because that's not the category I was thinking of, but that is also accurate. A little bit less armor, less physical damage, less strength. Ooh, I don't know. Attack speed is nice. Hit points is nice. I mean, I'm kind of surprised this is worth more, given that it's a downgrade in a lot of pretty rough ways. Nah, I'm sticking with the original. OG. I guess attribute points, attribute benefits aren't like quite as huge necessarily from a value perspective, like a general like rarity perspective. But in my case, it's awesome. In this particular case, at least. Block force. Probably this one. And I bonk him from a... Oh, wow. The splash damage reaches all the way down. It probably shouldn't. Much as it pains me to say, because I selfishly benefit from it a lot. But yeah, the splash damage probably shouldn't, like, have that much of a down or even up reaching shockwave. It probably should be limited. But I don't want it to be limited, because for my guy, it's very good. And no, I should not be fucking with the relics. That's good if you're a wand fella. One-handed mage kind of person who's not blocking. But nah. My guy's a shield man through and through. I'm a shield man. Are you an ass man or a boobs man? I'm a shield man. Thank you very much. Oh, dog. Fucking critted his entire penis. He's a fucking nerd hurling bullshit at me. So I will hurl my bullshit at him. Make him very sad. Oh, I freed the fella. Very much intentionally, and I definitely didn't just fucking blast everything around him. Here he is again. The Bane of Barrels. That's right. Barrel Slayer Alex Q Super Hobbit at your service. Poor Mahler might be dwelling in one of these, man. If you're as generous as you are keen. As generous as you're keen to kill the kegs. Spare me 100 coins. I'll pay you back and then some. You got it, bro. Remember when these kegs had some spirit in them as well. Before I drank it all. The thirsty boy. I'm guessing he's gonna, like, have us unlock another fella. Another class, maybe. It's like, there's something this is leading towards. I don't know what it is, but it's leading towards something. That something remains to be seen. And we've already been up there and explored it a bit. Only way left is the rat fella area. That's all that is left here. What do we have here? Ice spears, but you lose a you have a slower dash cooldown. Physical attack, but less movement speed. Yes. Yes, very much yes. Lose 40 hit points entirely, or lose 60% attack speed for the next 30 kills. That's gonna be rough, but at least it's temporary. The other one, where you lose 40 hit points, that is permanent. That makes me a little bit sad. First, we can begin by blasting. Yo, it's so slow. It's so slow, my god. I mean, they said, what is it, 60% attack speed or 40%? It's rough. Greatly lowered, and they were not kidding. Ooh. It's not even that the attack is slow. It's that the follow-up is, like, also slow. This is gonna be painful. Oh my god. We're gonna have to really be smart about this, and we might have a very unfortunate boss battle. Also makes me wonder if maybe I shouldn't have killed all these bad guys, knowing that I was gonna potentially take on one of these really awful debuffs. We were gonna need some weak fellas to attack and defeat, even to lessen the downsides here. Now, because we have dash, we're gonna be leaning on dash a lot. Man, they just keep attacking. I keep thinking it's a 2-attack combo, or a 1 or a 2. I guess sometimes it could be a 3. Yeah, knowing that we have the dash, something to very much lean on very heavily. Let's a little bit closer, a little bit closelier. Queue up the next attack right afterwards. There we go. Oh, it didn't kill him. There we go. That killed him, though. For the second one, you cannot stun these guys, from what I can tell. Yep. Yeah, that's really nice getting that shield bash to proc in that instance. It's very convenient when they're that low on health. Let's go for the confirmation. Oof. $500 as a crit, though. That's huge. Of course, we're getting fairly close to a level. Maybe I should have just taken the HP. This is so painful. These guys are gonna suck so much dick. And not the good kind of dick sucking. Not the good kind of dick sucking. Now, he's gonna get stunned, but not his bro. His bro's not gonna get stunned. Oh, now his bro is stunned. Another mad. Oh, stunned again. He's dead. We got a level, which healed us almost entirely. He's stunned. Is he dead? 7. He's dead. Whew. It's rough. We got there, baby. And I'm getting close to the point where I will have not much left to level into. The rate we're going. Magic resistance or vitality and black force? Yeah, vitality and black force for sure. So that was 10 enemies. We're 1/3 of the way through our curse. It's gonna be a lot of rapid fire attacks or encounters rather in this little area. That of course will include gutters. That will include those nests. There's some fellers here. That's an alpha rat. Yeah, bro. Yeah, babe. I gotta see. I'm an alpha. I gotta seal the entrances. I'm an alpha. Oh, I stunned him? The block to proc. Into the AoE. Hit his ass. And he's dead. There we go. 1 of 5 alpha rats de-alphabetized. That was 3 kills. I'm counting down the kills before I have my actual honest-to-goodness movement speed. I'm gonna feel like Goku taking off his weighted training clothing, his weighted like armor and shit like that while fighting Frieza. I feel so slow and so encumbered, but once this curse is done, I'm gonna feel so unleashed. I'm gonna be unchained, bro. I'm gonna be fucking ready. Get the second one right afterwards. Stun? Yo! Huge. It's a good thing I have so many dashes. Good crit. Good shit and good crit. It's dick cheese. Yep, yep. Without even a moment's hesitation. Yeah, that's awesome. Shout out to that teacher for being a real one. That AoE aspect is pretty sick too. I avoided the poison there, which is good. We're past the halfway point, baby. We are getting there. Slowly but surely, we are approaching conclusion. This is going to be scary because the gate, I think, comes up. I think we're like trapped until we kill the nest. So I think I might look elsewhere for a moment here. Skill damage. Tempting. But no, I need the HP, bro. I need that shit. That's nice. I'm glad there's no environmental poison, because this seems like the kind of thing that would absolutely poison our asses. Absolutely. Man, it still blows my mind this is considered better. Because in for these two properties, it's much worse. And the strength is just so much more useful for us. But again, it depends on the build, obviously. Alright. This is going to be a little bit scary. I got a lot of HP, relatively speaking. So I'm surprised at how little damage I'm doing, but I think it's because I was just a little bit too far away. Alright, time to use the dashes. This is why we have them. Decent damage to the nest. 8 kills. Yeah, I've taken quite a bit of damage myself. But once we get our attack speed back up, 5 kills left. Is the nest out? The nest is out. So once we kill the rest of them, we're set. Oh man, they explode. I didn't realize they exploded. I think that was why I took a lot of damage earlier. So that was the first of how many nests? Not sure if there'll be no, but some number of nests. Vitality, block force. Actually, can I look? Whoops. Maybe it'll tell me. You have armor. Ooh, reduces by 64%. So let's use this as an example. I'll go ahead and say yes. Right now, we block 64% of physical damage. If I say yes, give me that shit. It went from 64 to 65. Was it worth it? I don't know. I don't know. But now we know that amount about, like, what was it, 10? 10 armor is about 1%. Give or take. Give or take. Have a good night, Meerkat. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. This is time for sleepies. Thank you, buddy. Thanks for hanging out. Always a pleasure, my mans. Fire resistance, this one's probably the better case. I mean, we look badass. And we already looked badass, but now we look even more badass. We look badder and asser. Few more kills, by the way. Oh my god, I'm counting down the meowments. Some gold. Will the gate close up behind me? If so, we're in trouble. Putrid nest. I say, are they just gonna let me be a sneaky boy? Probably gonna do his AoE, but I will not let him. I keep spewing out more little fellers. All the more opportunity for me to try to get some extra kills. Actually, speaking of, this will be the last one, I think. Alright, we're back up to full. Oh god, and I just took more damage. But that's okay, because now we're fast again, and I feel so powerful. Except I'm very weak. That damage speed thing was, or attack speed thing was fucking rough. Going in for melee. I'm doing it. That nest is done. Dunzo, deadzo, gonzo. Put them both like a champ. I'm decently far away from a level. It'd be nice if there were ways to heal other than leveling. That would be nice. That would be nice. Oh, there's the fella. There's the big boy. There's the big boy. Do I have to fight him? Or no, he might not even be the big boy. He might just be a big boy. I might be able to kite him. Plagued rat horror. He's pretty fast. Of course, I've got dash. And he is stunnable. Oof. Ooh, that hurt. This might be it. This might be curtains. Stunned. Good. Good damage. Good damage. It's not enough, though. 11 HP. I can't get it anymore. One more hit and it's curtains for Alex. It's curtains for your boy, Alex. Oh. That's because we took that dash timer thing. Or, not what I was saying, timer. Longer dash cooldown detriment. That's a rough one. That's a rough one. Yeah, I was just so low health, man. I shouldn't have taken the detriment that slowed our attack speed by, like, it was either 40 or 60%. It was something just impossible when I already had a pretty slow weapon. Because it made the whole animation slower, including bringing up the shield. Like, that was not my wisest decision that I've ever made in my entire life. Not the wisest decision, but that's okay. That's okay. We unlocked a new character. We got, like, other prophecies fulfilled. So we did some cool shit. Let's do one run as the new fella. Also, we can say random. So after you unlock 3 characters, you can say random. I wonder if there's only 3. For now, I say only. I wonder if there's for now just 3 characters. I mean, I could see there being the kind of thing where you have a character that has, instead of the shield bash, like a melee character, but instead of shield bash, they have like some kind of polearm thing, or like stabby dagger thing, you know, that kind of deal. Hard to imagine a different kind of, well, I'm sure there's other, like, starting a ranged abilities. Fire, frost, or lightning damage. Gain a Nova stack after 3 stacks. Release a Nova. That's cool. Kind of sounds like the assassin from Diablo 2. That's kind of neat. Let's try this person really quick. Staves and wands. Start them off. It would not shock me if this guy was a slight glass cannon. Slight glass cannon. That's where that chest is already looted. Oh, it's because we've, like, cleared this first area. Oh, that makes me sad. I was hoping, like... Yeah, I get it. We've like, this is available to us. I like the ability, like, the option to, like, kill the bad guys and loot the stuff. So now, when we get to that second area, we're gonna be in a weaker state. But I guess, in all fairness, our curse buildup is also in that intro state. So, I don't know. It'd be nice to have an option for it, I suppose. Oh, is it already? Oh, this is the... Okay, I thought it was already up there. So that's a bit of a bummer. And of course, I have no gold. Yes, the shop obviously is useless for us. It'd be nice to have an option to say, yeah, you can go up there and skip, or you could not, or you could and choose to fight the fellas. So knowing what I know now, yeah, I wouldn't have hit that switch if knowing that was what was going to happen. So I got the achievement, and of course fulfill the prophecy, which means not only do we have the character unlocked, but now this other skill can now show up. This one is fulfilled. Curse limit has been increased. Rim harvest is available. This one, a new item can drop. Which sounds cool. Cool sword. Two-handed sword. Pretty badass. This one is done. Yeah, that run, we accomplished a lot of shit. This one is done as well. All those achievements, man. We're just killing that shit. So all these guys are done. We've cashed in those rewards, which is great. I was hoping his anim, like the pose in which he was like sprinting or dashing. I thought it looked funnier from afar, but now that I'm looking in, like zooming in, I see it looks pretty normal. Open 10 chests in 75 seconds. That's a chesty adventure right there. 40 enemies while using a one-handed sword. Endure 250 fire damage. Kill 33 bad guys with lightning damage in a single run. 1,000 decay damage in a single run. Lots of poison. We need to do more two-handed shenanigans, two-handed sword shenanigans. Never did kill all the alpha rats. That rat area is a tough one for sure. Discard 50 items. Those are all the ones we're working on. Oh, except I did complete this one. Which is weird because it made it seem like I had just unlocked it. Into the College of Sanctora. That's probably like the area after you take care of the rats, if I had to guess. So it is worthwhile double checking to make sure there's nothing else that is completed that has not been cashed in. Cool. Now the nice thing about that is at least we do have like a free level and some item drops. Toxic Trap. That's a trickster move. Fire Sage. Yeah, I could see Fire Sage. This does sound cool, though. This does sound cool. And of course, this would work for spellcasting as well. It's not melee only. Only downside with this one is that my guy's going to very much be attacking things from afar. And I wonder how close of a cone it is. It's only when dashing, but usually if we're dashing, we're trying to like get the bad guys away from us. I don't know. I'm kind of curious. Maybe the range for this is like fairly generous. Let's find out. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. We have 5 of these bad boys, so I would say intelligence. And we could even get to this thing. Fire attack, frost attack, lightning attack. Items found. Couldn't do any one of these. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd be just shy of any one of these. For level, that sounds actually kind of cool. Bam. That's kind of cool. Attack speed, attack range, increase elemental damage. And these are all per level. Which is to say, right now it's not great, but it will get really good. So more of that kind of meta progression, meaning that, you know, future runs will do a pretty okay job. A more okayer job, if you will. The inner workings of your hubris. Or are they trying to imply that the bad guys were felling, or maybe not so villainous? Maybe they're just misunderstood. So destruction across the bridge, that's where it belongs. The prophecy in our collection. Arrive at the end of your journey. That is when the curse is lifted. So beat the game, I guess. I'm guessing that means beat the game. I'm assuming this game is not crazy short, but probably not crazy long either. Like, I don't know how much there is beyond, like, that college area. There's also the Magic Gate area. Oh, I want to go zap his ass. Oh, is it been cleansed? No, it has not been cleansed. Keg killer, that's me. Unkept promises grow sour after a while. So here I am. I'm here to pay you back. The kind of the kegs, you never know what might be, or who might be inside of them. So I think he gave me some stuff. Magic staff, sure. Something my guy would be about, for sure. Slightly better sage's robes. Yeah, it's good. Cracked wand, or a withering cracked wand. It's frost instead of lightning. It's fast. Has decay, I guess. I guess it does decay. Sure. This one's a little bit more. It is magic damage, just general magic. Instead, as opposed to electricity or frost or fire, for that matter. Sure. An axe, nah. I'll stick with this stuff. A bow instead of the staff, probably not. It's slow. This one's very slow. Nah. Sleep. I wonder if he'll give us stuff every time. This one's a lot slower, but not that much slower, honestly. This one's quite a bit. This one's like pretty fast. Tickling him. Get tickled, you idiot. Idiot nerd. They stunned him. We're just kind of whittling him down little by little. And that, as opposed to this guy, which is a little bit slower, significantly more damage, and of course that fire thing got to proc, which is cool. Yeah, I'm probably more inclined to do this one. The range being nice as well is pretty nifty. Ooh, and it stuns way more gooder too. And a level. So, oh, this is for our second one, right? Because we get two of them. When you attack, you launch a fiery orb at your target, dealing area damage and burning enemies, rather. You deal fire damage and increases the damage of the next orb. Or Ember Trail. A wave of fire seeks one of the enemies, burning ground in its path. It lowers their fire resistance. That's good for enemies that aren't moving a lot. You know, they're staying still. They're taking that damage over time. Although the magma orb also does that. So the difference here is that it lowers their resistances. That would probably be really cool if we specifically invested into like having only fire weapons, because yeah, then we're lowering their fire resistance so other fire attacks can get them. I think I'm more inclined. I just want to see what magma orb kind of looks like. I just want to see it. I don't know how often it procs. I think it procs just then though. Those things were like jumping towards me, and I got scared thinking that it was a bad thing, but no, those were good things. Burned his ass to death. Yeah, I got scared because I saw the little orbs of item power-ups come towards me. It's like, oh god, it's coming right for me. Oh Jesus. So instead of lightning, this is frost. It's still very slow. And the damage is off the charts. Yeah, I'll fucking take that shit. Well, not off the charts, but much, much better. This is magic cloth armor. Oh my god, that's like loungewear. It's like we're it's some Hugh Hefner shit right there. Yeah. And a little bit faster run speed, sure. Yeah. I mean, the mask is very odd. The mask is very odd, but I'm vibing to it. There's the orb, and it fucking rolls over their shit. Orb has a very generous. It's really slow, but has a very generous range. If you're okay with the speed, and it is able to fulfill your need. One thing I'm kind of curious about. Oh, that guy's sneaky. He's doing the stinky moves. Not stinky, but sneaky. Well, maybe that too. Let's switch back to this guy. So, what was it? It was stats and skills. If you channel the power, which is to say hold R, then the cooldowns uncool that much faster. They thaw that much faster. We don't really have a lot of cooldowns. I mean, I guess dodge. Well, he's noticed much of a difference, though, yeah. Yeah. It's hard to say. Anyway, maybe it'll be more obvious, like with other abilities and other builds. So, yeah, that one. And also it's red, which looks cool, and that's more important. They are very nearly the same, but this one is ever so slightly worse. Our guy's slowly looking more and more, almost gesture-like, almost. Get orbed, you idiot. Yeah, our guy's like sort of looking gesture-like. Not what I would expect a spellcaster of this caliber to look, but I can kind of see it. Can I get that guy? Yo, I think I did. I lit his ass on fire, and now he's really sad. Good. I live for the bad guys being sad. That's the whole point. He's able to throw shit at me, so I can throw shit at him, and I fucking blasted his ass. There we go, baby. Oh, except that hit the wall. He's out of there. We do not have what it takes to crack this open yet. And look at that. The 2 increases to our curse kind of build-up delays are pretty nifty. Hate to say it, but I do slightly regret that fire wave thing. Although that fire wave thing will be pretty nifty if we were able to get to the right area and we have those close counter situations. Then it'll be really nice. But right now, it's kind of a waste. We're rarely getting that close. Well, I suspect we will. I mean, of course, we have boss battles, and you know, it did proc there, which is nice. Ouch. That was I couldn't block there, obviously, and I took big damage. These Inquisitors are scary. In that particular case, I kind of wasn't ready for them, and I suffered greatly, but I mostly healed. Mostly. Yeah, so the Magma Orb. Definitely upgrading that one, no question. Double upgrade? Did I just get 2 levels from a single, like, series of situations? Or maybe I had a level that I was sitting on that I did not realize. That's also very possible. So yeah, this one. Although, I don't know. Wait, are these the same? They are. Oh, this is teensy slightly, barely better. Teensy slightly, barely. I'll take that one too. Got a cape, hell yeah. These 2 things are worse, but it gets the 9 resistances. That's worth it, I think. Lots of fire here, which is great. I wonder if I should. I probably shouldn't try that boss battle just yet. Let's see if this does decent enough damage, because, like, the staff... 31 to 35 versus 8 to 13. It's really... It doesn't really feel like a fair comparison, but the speed might make it really good. I mean, that's really nice if you want to be spamming the Dragon's Breath, which is actually not the worst thing in the whole world. It's not so great when it comes to the range, obviously. This thing is much better range. And they don't take fall damage. Ain't that some shit? I do, but they don't. What a scam, man. What a scam that is. The nice thing about fighting the boss lady is that, you know, now, as opposed to later, is that we won't have to worry about bad guys getting that enhancement with the curse level going up. So there is that, at least. A rare cape. Corpse Braid. Not Corpse Bride. Corpse Braid. Totally different. Lots of resistances. Skill duration. Yes, please. There, yeah, and sure enough, we are turning into a jester. That is exactly what we're doing. Alright, we're fully jester'd up. Fully jester corded up. Except for our gloves. Actually, have I ever found gloves? Ever? Oh, maybe that's what the yeah, the bracers are. Bracers were the other guy's gloves. Satin gloves. I'm sure we'll find some red gloves. Our guy's looking good. Looking good. And we're killing pretty good too, but I will very readily recognize that our dash ability is not the bestest, and our squish ability is painful. And our yeah, we have like low defense, like we're pretty vulnerable. We got heart. That's what matters. You got heart, kid. Yeah, so I can't quite get that guy. Should I challenge this lady? Let's challenge this lady. Especially since it's such a quick arena. This is an instance where I actually do wish I would have taken that other ability that did the fire path thingy that lowered their fire resistance, because we've gone all in on fire here. She's kind of a fire witch. Oh, jeez. Yeah, she bopped me. Bopped me good. Didn't have any dashes. Well, she's dead, though. I looked away to check to make sure that the volume wasn't too loud. Then I was like, oh, wait, never mind. She's dead. Luminous Fragment. And then there's our gloves. And then another ring. I think that is all of our inventory slots then. Kraken Brow. Let's get Kraken. 12 frost resistance, 8 armor, skill damage, and increased proc chance. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't give a shit about physical damage. Yeah. Give me that shit. Gimme. Oh. Wait, why'd that happen? Maybe it's because we killed the boss. Maybe that's why, yeah. I'm like, wait, why'd that happen exactly? When you deal the damage, yeah. Oh, here we go. So, yeah, more magma orb. Yeah, I wish I would have taken that fire path one, at least for this current situation, just because this actually has been kind of nice. Being able to use these fire spells and also have them proc really well. I don't know if I understand what that is when we're like our health appears to go down, or maybe we're healing. It's not 100% clear to me. Yes, keep with this. Strength or magic resistance. I mean, the magic resistance is nice. Probably the decay resistance. There's going to be lots of decay situations in our future. I mean, if I do my job right, at least. We can make it to the little ratty boys, the rattos. Where's these regular spellcaster fellas? Ouch. Yeah, 5, 4, 3. Not sure I understand what that's counting down towards. If it is something to do with our health bar. I'm trying to keep an eye out in the bottom left corner to see when that happens. Of course, we just leveled. That definitely healed us up. So yeah, magma orb. Although now that I'm like maybe sort of incentivized to be in medium range, not close range, not long range, but medium range. I think I'm more inclined to use stuff involving that kind of burning hands, that kind of fire cone ability. That's really not a bad one to have for the melee guy. Because if you're in melee range, then that's gonna always hit whatever's in front of you. It's a nice thing about this guy, of course, is the great range, but otherwise... Ouch. Yeah, we're kind of melting them, honestly. For how long we'll continue to melt, hard to say. Not sure if that's going to always be a thing we can rely upon, but right now it's great. So we got another one of these. Better cooldown reduction and more cooldown reduction. I don't know, I feel like the cooldown reduction... The cooldown hasn't really been an issue for us. We'll kick off that by tickling him good. He's out. Yeah, these guys are scary. Or they were. Now they're not quite as scary. They're significantly less wucky. Alright, so I gotta be a lot more choosy about taking any of these things, because taking one of those things earlier pretty much single-handedly... I don't want to say single-handedly, that was going to be a tough encounter no matter how you slice it, but very much fucked me really bad. So, cooldown reduction with no obvious, like, downside, and attack range with no obvious downside. 40 hit points or 40 or 60 coins. I'll take the... I'll lose the coins. Yeah, that's really an easy choice. My god, that's... Man, what were those choices earlier? What were those choices earlier? Like lose HP or have temporary loss to your attack speed, that kind of thing. It's like... And money. That's nothing. Especially given that, so far as I can tell, we haven't seen any other shops beyond that one. Beyond that one, kind of at that little hub area. So same kind of thing here. I wonder if it's maybe unwise. Like on the one hand, I feel like I should kill all the bad guys and get as much leveling as possible. But the downside there is that by doing so, I'm contributing towards my curse level, which makes these guys a lot stronger, which is scary. Look at he's like sliding. Yeah, he's just like sliding. It's actually kind of funny. Good walk cycle. Yeah, obviously when they're like moving forward, then they're running. Yeah, then it's normal, but where they just kind of slide around like that is very funny. There we go. So yeah, you can kind of reach through the walls. Again, the game is very generous with those shockwaves, those AoEs, in ways that I think maybe it shouldn't be. It's like maybe it's a little bit broken or a little bit unbalanced in the player's favor. Not that I'm complaining. And normally I'd be all about the staff with its much greater damage and its better range. But just seeing how fast the wand is, it's made a believer out of me, that's for sure. Ouch. That knockback is painful. Yeah, our guy does get bullied. Wow, we got bullied bad. He fucking bopped us good. That was about half our HP. 2 hits, that's about half our HP, so it's scurry. And again, from what unless I'm just missing something, it seems like there's just no way to heal except for leveling. No Estus, no healing potions, no nothing. No health steal. Speaking of healing. No health steal from what I could tell. I mean, maybe there is eventually. We haven't seen anything that's just like steal health on hit. That's rough. He's out of there. Another one of these, of course. Confirm that shit. You got it. And of course, this is a limited time arena, but given that we do really good in this kind of medium range situation with this build, we're fine. We're blasting every one of these fools. I keep wanting to call it burning hands, but the fire breath skill continues to do gangbusters. There we go. Our item, it is man, 8% fire increased fire damage. Like, a little bit better armor is nice. Critical strike damage is also very nice. But increased fire damage, that's like so that is very much what we're leaning very heavily into right now. I think we cleared all this. Yes, but we did not clear these nerds. Shall remove them from existence. Free them of the burden of existing. I know it's sometimes unpleasant. Let me take care of that for you, bros. Ouch. I was gonna say I ran out of dodge in kind of an inopportune time, but we got there. That, of course, is still closed. Another level. What if we eventually get a third slot? Rare wand. Instead of fire, it is ice. About the same. Frost damage, fast. Execute level 1. +1 execute level. Does that mean if I don't have it, it'll give it to me? Man. I wonder. Yeah, if it's like, if it'll give me a level 1 of execute. If so, that's actually quite cool. Let's find out. What is it? Every third attack? Yes. Yes, it does. It's not quite as, like, obvious, but yes, I think that's exactly what's happening here. Alright, so now I am more inclined to get rid of those gloves. The ones that give fire damage increase. Although we have other things that cause fire, so... it's still good. Still worthwhile. So let's see if we can maybe do a little bit more damage. Oh, should I still have one of these burdens to use. I'll look. If we can use one that, kind of like we saw earlier, one that costs money. That's nothing. That's fine. We can handle that, no problem. This is where, yeah, we saw this earlier. Yeah, there's really nothing new there. That wouldn't lead to anything else cool. Yeah, the other burden is over this way. That's a Opeth song I like, Burden. One of their first songs I ever heard. So, curse limit. So, bad guys do get scarier quicker. I definitely don't give a shit about physical attack. Sure. And then lose dash range for the next 20 kills. Lose another 20 coins. Yeah, 60 coins. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I mean, we haven't seen any shops. I'm not even convinced that there are any shops outside of that one back at the top. I guess that's the thing. I could go back. But I don't know. It's getting late. Like, you know, of course, I have to get up extra early tomorrow morning for work. Extra early, that is. On top of the usual getting up early for work. So, like, time's a wasting. I'm not gonna, like, throw the run, obviously. I'm not gonna throw for the content, but we'll try to get good. Now, usually I go into the office on Thursdays, but this week is a slight exception. We're going on Wednesdays instead. Or Wednesday this week. This week only. There's, like, a little holiday luncheon tomorrow, which would be nice. I'm bringing some... like little grocery store sandwiches. I was gonna bring deviled eggs, but they were out at the store, so I was like, well, what else you got? Rookie numbers. Well, in all fairness, Chuck, I've been streaming for like a billion years. I've been streaming for like a billion years, so some of the people here have like, woof, like DGen numbers. Like, oh my god, do you sleep? Or do they just hang out here while I'm offline? But yeah, for those who haven't been around as long, there's still time. There's still time to prove yourself, my friend. There's still time. No, it's not a numbers game. It's not a numbers game. I always really try to emphasize that. Make sure no one ever thinks the way you earn my friendship or you earn my love and admiration is by big numbers. It doesn't hurt though. I'm just I'm not gonna complain, but yeah, look at the way we just fucking melt these fools. I was thinking that Man, for a minute there, I was thinking that the Archer was easy mode, but now... Damn, bro, now I'm not so sure, man. Now maybe Spellcaster is... The thing with Spellcaster, though, is that he is very squishy. But, man, as long as you're keeping your distance and not getting your shit eaten by the bad guys here, we're doing all right, man. We're doing all right. Frost attack, yeah. Because it is frost damage. Sure. Look at that. Amazing. 4,000. What's up, Wired? Good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you popping in, Wired. 25 hours. I mean, 25 hours, that's a long time to me. You know, to me, that's a long time. You know, you put it in perspective, that's 25 hours. That's more than, like, a little bit more than, like, a full, you know, day's worth of some unit of time. You know, going down to the, like, number of days perspective. You've been, that's like 1.05 days. So I think that's pretty impressive, if you ask me. Yes, my humble opinion. Yeah, if they start lighting up like that, if they start lighting up on fire, you gotta blast their asses. Because, yeah, that means they're gonna, if they reach you, they're gonna pop like that. Oh, and I couldn't dodge. That's thing too, we killed all the nests, but these guys still spawn out. So it's not dependent on the nests. It's just a burst of fellas. Good thing we healed, because, yeah, we took quite a bit of damage there. Stick with this guy. Yeah, pretty much only relics for this class. Decay resistance or frost resistance? Decay resistance, given where we are right now. Been falling for 7 years, yeah. And Elgaso's here a lot of the time. I mean, I'm never like... If Elgaso's ever not here, I'm never like, where's that motherfucker? Like, it's, you know, it's always great, obviously. He's one of our most reliable, if not the most reliable mods. And is more often than not willing to help us out and help me strategize what the games we're playing, that kind of thing. So we've managed to ensnare Elgaso more than he maybe wants to be ensnared. I appreciate you popping in, Wire. We're having a fun time. This game is very good. It's early access, and there are some early access isms for sure, but solid game so far. Solid game. Can I get this guy? He fucked us up real good last time. Maybe I should avoid for a bit. What if I, like, you know, take on these fights? Oh, it's another alpha. And what if I take on these fights? I'll have to fight that guy in like, an awkward situation. Oh, I attacked something behind me, apparently. I think he actually exploded, and I think it did damage me through the walls. Yeah, so I took quite a bit of damage there. That is a little bit scary. A little bit scary. Ooh, look at that. Big damage. It's very slow, but still big damage. Big damage, no whammies. Yeah, our dash ability is a little bit rough. Yeah, I feel like I shouldn't challenge this fight. It's like I'm guaranteed to get got. If I could take care of all the nests, that'd be really nice. And actually, speak of the devil. Now, I don't know if it'll tell us when the last one is done, but it'd be cool if we can get that shit. He does spend a lot of the channel points, which is also nice, honestly. It's nice that those get used. That's why we have them. We have them so they can get used. That's the whole point. Whole damn point. Can't open that shit through there. Let's see what's faster. Whoop. Whereas this causes other things to proc. That's like the nice thing about the spam wands, is that the fact that they're faster means that nice things can happen a little bit sooner. Yeah, those kind of special abilities can happen. Oh shit! I'm surprised he can hit me through that shit. Oof, am I dead? Not yet, not yet. One more hit though. One more hit. Can I kill that guy? We have that one challenge to kill 5 of these guys in a single run. He's on fire. So we didn't get the confirmation that that was 5 of them. Maybe we're 1 short. Gonna wait. Okay, I'm going in. Oh, I still got hit. Oh, fuck. I dodged back into the shot like a smart, brilliant, smart person. Darn good run. Still never killed this fucking dude. I didn't even try. That guy scared me. That guy scared me. He's a scary fella. So there we go. We got to try all 3 of the classes. Got to try the melee fella 3 times, I think. But yeah, we got to try all 3 classes. That mage character is very fun. I mean, I like all of them. They all have different strengths. But that mage character is pretty sick. Pretty damn sick. And once again, this is one of those games where you're not expected to do, like, overly glowingly well at the start. You're not, like, expected to do, like, super well at the start. You're kind of expected to die fairly early on, and you're given, like, those little nuggets that you can use to invest into the meta progression, and that kind of helps you along. So this is one of those where, yeah, the meta progression is set such that you're really, I mean, is it possible technically for somebody to beat the game with their first ever run? It probably is. It probably is, but yeah, I would say more likely than not, it's very stacked heavily into the idea of, you know, you build towards eventually being able to handle that shit. Because that is what's kind of different with, like, Dark Souls. You know, Dark Souls and Bloodborne, yeah, you could, I mean, people do this kind of thing on Twitch, you know, all the time. Those kinds of, like, no-hit runs or no-death runs, speed runs, that kind of thing. Yeah, you're never expected to die. Well, you're expected to die, like, your first time through on several parts of, like, Dark Souls at least. But you don't have to. You very much can have your first attempt be a full success. But this is very cool. I like this game a lot, and I'm grateful to Lorkit, who hooked us up with a review key for this game. Very, very cool little game. Since it's in early access, I'll very much be keeping my eyes peeled as far as additional updates. And would love to revisit this again.